another voodoo doll and voodoo doll's shockingly.
I'm sorry.
Because if you whisper to yourself, then that's a ghost whisper.
Yeah, seriously, please don't whisper to us.
Temperature is clear.
Let's check for footprints.
Okay. Yeah, we'll probably want to head.
Flumps, wait! Meg, can you hear me? Flumps, did you see that? Stick maybe on the... Oh. Wait, hold on. This could be cool, actually. Oh my god, look at that. That's funny. Crap. That's good, guys. Oh my god, that's the best. I can't. It's nuts. You guys! You guys! You guys! He fell off! Oh my god! I reversed the curse! And it happened before 100 deaths! Yes! I am the champion! I did not. We said peanuts, but I will say penis for you. There you go.
Yeah, we were talking about peanuts.
I'm okay with that.
We probably will get back to penises eventually. It's just a
Whatever's
matter of time.
more than happy to talk about penises if
I'm
that's
always happy
the
to talk about
topic
penises.
that
I love
you want
penises.
to discuss.
Yes, this is a generally penis-friendly place.
Yep. Absolutely.
Until the penises start acting like dicks, and then they can get the fuck out.
Exactly. I'm gonna keep out over that for a while. They do. While it sounds like it would be hilarious, I don't want to deal with it. I just want to run through here. Of course, there's that. And that, I'm just gonna drink my wine is what's gonna happen. Going through the alley, gonna eat a lot of peaches. No, stop it. I did that just to piss Striker off. She hates that song. Ah, no! It just happened! I didn't even get a chance. You know, I just tried that and I died on the way. You bitch. I know. I bounced and died in the middle of bouncing, so... Book launches in the future, and also just random inane conversations between random groups of people that I think will be phenomenal moving forward on Twitch. Cheers. Whew. Oh, that's why shot glasses are that shape. That was so easy.
What?
Who knows? Muzzer could compliment Flutter, and you know that.
Oh my god, you guys! Holy cow! Oh gosh, a raid train Blue. Thank you for bringing your raid train with me. Oh my god, can you guys hear me? I just don't even know. Auto balance. Thank you so much for that raid. You guys are amazing. What a great start to the stream. Oh my gosh, Blue, Shagras, Vinyl. Oh my gosh, you guys, welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing? I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. Can I just tell you, this week has been all kinds of crazy for me. And by that, I mean it's actually been pretty great. But I am learning to make cocktails, like officially. I had like some cocktail knowledge under my belt before, but this week I am cramming. So that's what we're gonna do. Hi, Auto Balance. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? Oh my gosh. I feel like hit the day. Look, I was gonna put my corset on. Here. Guys, want to see how easy it is to put this corset on? I love this corset. I'm just gonna do it because I really, really enjoy this corset. If I can get it to swing around here. There we go. Flip. Watch. Wha-bam. Look, I had it sitting here because I was gonna do it, and then he raided me, and I got all flustered. And then, this is how we do. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, look at that corset on. Yo. I was like, I put my lipstick on, and then I heard the raid sound, and I was like, oh no, get on! As one does. Oh my god. Okay, all right. Whew. That got me all excited. You guys got me going. That's the thing. I am very, like, holy cow. So I have this hot mess of a desk in front of me. There's like art project over there that I've been working on. And like immediately in front of that, there is, oh my gosh, thank you so much for that follow, Auto Balance. I very much appreciate that. Like immediately in front of the art project is like 6 stacks of cards, like note cards, because I've been making flashcards for this, for learning cocktails, right? I've got, oh, it's yellow, so it doesn't want to show it on my screen. But they're all like color coded and crazy. I wrote some of them down like 6 times trying to make the card perfect, which means that I think that I'm starting to memorize some of these recipes decently. But I'm gonna also make digital flashcards because, let's face it, a lot of my friends are online, as opposed to being, you know, able to be in a physical room with me to hold the flashcards. So I'm gonna tonight work on making digital. The more I can go over these recipes, the more I will absorb them and learn them. We did a speed drills today in class, and it wasn't terrible. I got 2 out of 3 cocktails made for every speed drill, which if you're in my class, you do. She calls out 3 cocktails and then puts on about a 1:45 timer. So a 1:45 to make the cocktails. So if you don't have them completely memorized, it's, I know like pro bartenders that have these memorized, like could make all of those in like less than 30 seconds probably, depending on the cocktail. But, you know, when you stand there and try to remember it, that's a thing. So I found this, website for flashcards. Let me go over here. And I'm going to, it's called cram.com. It's pretty easy, right? I've started with my first one. This was the very first cocktail I had, in my knowledge bank, the Rusty Nail, which is actually disgusting. If you I mean, it's very much exactly what it sounds like. I think that that's a thing. But I'm gonna drink something not disgusting. Let's get started with some whiskey. Woof! Oh my god! Snake bite. Is that? Oh, whoa! That's the whip. Oh, that's the whip. Oh. Hi. Ooh. Hold that whiskey under your nose, Flutter. Sorry, this one's really good, but okay, but I don't know. I don't even know if I was saying anything, but hi, Woof. How are you doing, my darling? I hope all is well in your world today. I have been actually sitting at this desk for all the hours that I'm not at class. For the most part, I'm sitting at this desk writing things down. Going over. Let's talk about these things. Hold on. I've got a notebook here, right? And you know, all of the differences between like liquor and stuff. Look, hold on. Let me see. Well, first of all, there's the well in the bar area. So all of the things that are underneath the bar that you guys don't see if you're sitting on the other side of the bar, I've got a list And I have to remember what's where and what it looks like, because when I'm making a cocktail in a minute, and when I'm making 3 cocktails in less than 2 minutes. Thank you so much for that, Lurk Blue. I really appreciate the raid train that you brought to me. Because life, I get that. Yo, it's fine. So, but you gotta be able to grab whatever you need quickly and make a cocktail. So we're gonna get comfy and we are gonna start doing the thing here. This I so far have like more than 30, I think, cocktails. So all right. Is that a thing? Oh. Excuse me. All right. So we're going to start with this rusty nail. Rusty nail. I'm going to try to remember before I look at the card. It's Scotch, which is reason number 1 I don't like it, and Drambuie, which I've had Drambuie in other cocktails and drinks and things like that, and it's okay. It's like a spiced liqueur. In fact, I'm not even sure. Let's go on a Drambuie. Hold on a minute. Let's find out what the Wikipedia has to say about Drambuie, because this is an educational hour, and I'm going to do this because I want to know more about the cocktails that I'm making so I can make more informed decisions about them and possibly create more yummy cocktails of my own. So, what Drambuie is, it is a Scottish Gaelic word derived from the phrase drambuie, the drink that satisfies. I have no idea if that's actually how you pronounce that, but I wouldn't be surprised. A drink that satisfies. That's very descriptive. Okay. Golden colored, 40% ABV liquor. So 40% ABV means that it's, hold on, ABV, and then it's 20% liquor in that bottle. No wait, is that right? Did I do that right? Guys, here we go. I'm already, ABV, did I write that down in here somewhere? No, because I figured I had it memorized, but now I'm second guessing myself again. I wrote it down in here. I've got 2 different notebooks. One is my class notebook. It has all of the little information in it. I'll be using it as reference most of the time tonight. And then I'm gonna, where is it? It's under the list. The list of call drinks. A call drink is a liquor that is better than your well-quality liquor. Your well-quality liquor is your house liquor, whatever you serve standard in your cocktails. Generally, flavors lowest there goes up with the call drinks. And the call drinks, where the hell are the call drinks? I gotta find it. Okay. Look, I'm gonna teach you guys everything I'm learning because it's the best way to learn things, right? Is it after here? Oh, it might be. There it is. Call brands. Okay. Proof. Yes. Okay. So it's actually, if it's 40% ABV, that's how much alcohol is in it. Now, see, that's what it's alcohol by volume. So I should have known that. Proof is 80%, or 80 proof, because it's double the ABV. So like 151, that's the proof. 151. So it's like 75%, 75.5% alcohol, which is why it's that. So that's what I did know that. See, the things that I get myself all like flustered about. All right, so we've got a 40% ABV. This is pretty typical of these kind of liquors. I think is 40% so far from what I've seen in my study. Made from Scotch whiskey, which is why it has that spicy flavor. Heather Honey Herbs and Spices brand is owned by the McKinnon family for 100 years. Oh, it was bought by William and Grant and Sons. William Grant and Sons in 2014. So, Drambuie. Every time I hear the name of this one, though, I think of, what is the movie with Drum Boogie? I don't remember. It's like an old film. I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, she sings a song called Drum Boogie, and it makes me think of Drambuie. I think it's our darling H. There's an H in my head. Y names. See, this is what's happening. Is I'm trying to study for these things, and I can't think of words, and that's hard. Let's see. Ball of Fire is what the movie is. That's what it is. Is it Hedy Lamarr? No, it's I don't remember. Look. Barbara Stanwyck. Not at all who I was thinking it was. Either way. Liquor. I need to get a gluten-free liquor. Okay. Well, honey, so mead. I think most wines are probably, well, they're not technically. I think that they're processed with gelatin, which is technically not gluten-free or something. Oh, no, wait, that's vegan. I'm thinking a different thing. Wine should be then. Rum or tequila. Oh, yeah, rum is good. Tequila is good. Yeah, but they're, okay, hold on. Let me go to my spot where I have the research on all of the different. It is 50% blue agave, but I wonder if there's anything in the mash. Probably not. You're probably right. Rum and tequila are safe because they're both made from sugar, right? Like for shots? Oh, yeah. Well, tequila shots are always popular. And then you got the lime and the salt, and it's fun. So if you're doing that, like for the fun of it, if you're just doing a shot, just go for the rum. That's what I would do. Rum is easier on you, in my opinion. Looking forward to Friday. Yeah, woof. Oh yeah. Tequila can be really, in my opinion, I don't have the palate for, I might have had a night with tequila a couple of years ago that has made me not so much a fan. But if you're gonna do shots, I mean, it is a popular shot, so I think rum it goes down easier, especially if you're using like a spiced rum like Kraken, or if you have a good, like, if you have a couple bucks to spend on it, you go like with Bamboo. Bamboo is so smooth. I actually would maybe not do shots of Bamboo because it's so yummy. But Kraken is definitely a very easy rum shot because it has that little vanilla note on the back end of it. God knows where that comes from because there's not actually any vanilla in the recipe for that, I think. Question mark? Google, what say you? Kraken rum. Tell me about your product. I am old enough to view this page, thank you. Blended with secret spices. So it does have a vanilla. It does lists on the website that it has a cinnamon and vanilla and nutmeg flavor. It is definitely easy to drink, and also it's really good for like a rum and coke, or just using it in your like rum and ginger or anything like that. Kraken is like my hands down first go-to if I can get a hold of it. Captain made one of his marbles final takes a shot, and I was like, well, I don't have hard liquor, only wine. Oh, well, you know, that's okay. You don't want to shoot wine, though. That's really a terrible idea. I have done my fair share of drinking wine too quickly, and I can tell you, it's just not a thing. Oh my god. But I think for me, my favorite one is Kraken. If you go for that, like that's like affordable, right? Yeah, but you know, also consider if you want to use it in drinks like that, you can put rum in like your tea, or you know, you can put it in pretty much anything you want. You can do the same with tequila, but it doesn't quite hit the same in those kinds of ways. Rum with the spices and the way that it is, it warms things up, you know, just a little bit, especially if you're feeling sick or something. That liquor in there. I liked gin when I've tried it before, but it's not gluten-free, and then I pay the price later. Yeah, I hear you. Yes, Kraken is definitely gluten-free. Thank you for your extra. Listen, I'll do what I can. I'll help you out however I can. So I'm looking at my notes here. I have my jockey box, which is where all of the juices, like the sour mix and the cranberry juice and all of that kind of stuff, are stored underneath. That's called the jockey box. That's a new thing that I learned. I didn't know that's what it was called. The garnish trays, the soda gun, like what all the little buttons on it mean, which I've never worked in a restaurant or any kind of thing like that before, so that's a new experience for me as well. And then the speed rack of the house liquor. So your basic vodka, gin, rum, tequila, triple sec, bourbon, whiskey, scotch, dry vermouth, and sweet vermouth, and then you'll have like your simple syrups and stuff on the end, I think. So those are all of like the most commonly used liquors and cocktails. I learned that if there's no mixer, it goes into a rocks glass or an old-fashioned glass, depending on the bar you work at. And when we mix cocktails, instead of shaking, for things that are like wanting to drink, you know, something straight up, meaning no ice, you don't want the water to mix in with it, right? So to do as little of that as possible, you stir it instead of shake it. And that's called bruising, when water like melts into the liquor that you don't want it in. I learned that too. That's new. I'm studying. I'm looking at my notes, which I have taken, like, I shorten all the stuff the book says so that I can put it in a package that I can remember, maybe. So I'm just trying to, because I am going to have to take like a written exam, and then also do the practical, which is make a bunch of drinks, as she calls them out, accurately, and not make a big mess like I did yesterday in class. Yeah. So we have, for the rusty nail, I do remember this one because it's super easy. And my instructor, I'll have to put the hint card up. Hold on. This is Scotch. Oh, I need. Oh, is it 1.5 Scotch? I think it's 1.5 ounces of Scotch and a 1/2 ounce of Drambuie. Is that right? Ladies and gentlemen, is this correct? This is the rusty nail? Yeah, 1.5 and 1/2. That's, when you're pouring from the thing, that's a count of 6 and 2. That's how you know without actually looking at using a jigger. This is a jigger. Hey guys, also I have this bartending set right in front of me that I'm gonna make a big mess with. That was my stirring spoon, actually. It has a little swizzle on the side so that when the spoon goes around the outside of the cup and the ice is in the middle, it causes this to turn like that. And that way, if you hold it loosely enough, it should go around real easy. Because you don't want to bruise the liquor. Welcome to Cocktails with a Flutter. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, a jigger. these are the jiggers that this set came with. This one, does it have it on there somewhere? I think I'm just supposed to know how much it is. So this is definitely the bigger one. This one is going to be a half an ounce on one side and an ounce on the other side. I imagine that this is going to be an ounce here and an ounce and a half on that side. Or something like that. Ping. But you hold it like this, and you flip it into the glass. You do the thing. Make your movement as little easy as possible. As little easy as possible. As little as possible to make making things easier. Right? Right. Alright, we've got this one. We're going to do the hint on the side. My instructor said, remember this, as the sad drunk for scotch and drambuie. So then this one is going to be, what's the next drink in the stack? The Godfather. This next couple of drinks is fun. I really want more formatting for these, but it's fine. So this is also, I'm just going to copy this here because it's going to be the same for most of these. Serve straight up or in a martini glass or other cocktail glass, like a coupe glass. I've seen these kinds of things served in. Or on the rocks in a rocks glass. For, oh my gosh, the Godfather. The Godfather shoots assholes. So it's scotch. It's 1.5 ounces of scotch and 1/2 ounce of amaretto, which is a nut liqueur. Amaretto. What is an amaretto? Hazelnut, I think. Is it hazelnut? I think that's right. Yeah. You know. Scotch and amaretto, I could see that going better. I think my problem with scotch, so the process to making scotch is the reason why I don't like it. And it's because I can't stand the peat moss smoke flavor that scotch is. Like, that's what scotch is. Because what they do is, so when you make a liquor, you start with a mash, right? So it's all of the, like, barley and wheat or whatever you're using. And all of that gets, like, put into water. This is something I learned. Okay. This is called malted barley, right? These are malting it, right? They put it into, like, water so that it germinates. But when they want it to stop germinating, they, like, put it over this smoke from peat. And that smoke flavors that malted barley really, really, really strongly. And so you taste it in the scotch. And I hate that flavor. I cannot get into it. Like, I'm trying really hard to enjoy scotch. But, man, it is rough. Is it almonds? You might be right. It's almonds. I think you're right. Look, I'm not... that's a thing that I should know. Thank you. There's actually pictures of almonds on the bottle, I think. The amaretto. So, right, bog grass flavor. Yeah, it's just not my favorite. But that process is why that is what malted barley is. I researched that the other day and found out. So yeah, these drinks that have scotch in them, not my jam. But I'm not mad that other people appreciate it. I know our good friend Ghost Pepper really, really enjoys some scotch. I know quite a few people actually that do, so that's okay. Okay. So, Godfather, Scotch and Amaretto. And then we are going to, there's no garnish for this one. So I was doing this. Hold on, I don't think I did it up here. There are no garnish for these because they are stinky old man drinks, in my opinion. All right, let's see. All right, Godfather, then we get to the Godmother. Because of course we do. Of course, it's not bold. And then we're going to say, same thing here, served straight up or on the rocks. Because this is flashcards and that's how we do. All right, a Godmother is very ambitious. And that helps me remember that it is vodka and amaretto that the Godmother prefers. And then again, no garnish because these are tough sons of bitches. Okay, and then down here we're gonna have the Godchild. Like whole series of drinks, and they're all like one thing different from each other. But you know what? Actually, it makes it easier to remember them. Honestly, I feel like that was really loud. I don't know what that was. But the Godchild is... Oh, do we remember? This is Godfather. Godchild. Oh, I forgot also. The Godfather has an extra little thinger. There is another drink called the Marlon Brando. That is a Godfather with cream on top, which makes it even worse. What about the God Dog? You know, I will have to come up with a God Dog. I'm not sure that that's a thing. God meets dog. That's a play, you know? That was a good play, actually. We all know. I said to the chick that was one of the other students in my class, missed the day that we did these drinks. And when she came in, I was sharing my notes with her, and I was like, I remember that it's Marlon Brando because he's a pasty white guy. Not that I don't love him. But it's easy. He did like milk, though, didn't he? He was like, was he bi? Oh, that's hot. I didn't know that about him. Woof. That makes it even better. He was very hot when he was young. Like, that was the thing. He kind of let go in the end, which was not attractive, but that's okay. People do that. Okay, so the Godchild. Let me think if I can remember what the Godchild is. Badass! The Godchild is badass. I remember. Because it is brandy. Ups 1 1/2 ounces of brandy. And again, 1/2 ounce of amaretto. This family, they like the amaretto. I really should just like make a format here. I'm making my business to know. Of course you do. Oh my goodness. All right. So the Godchild is brandy and amaretto, and there is no garnish. Yeah. Apparently, also, fun fact, the Godchild used to be a godmother with cream straight up. So it's changed drastically since it was created, because it's now just brandy and amaretto on the rocks, or up, but yeah. Have we been doing them all on the rocks, or has she been asking for? Oh my gosh. Oh, the things you realize later on. Okay. So after our godchild, we moved to a different location in the world. And we go to Russia. So we have a Black Russian first. And we know that if it's Russian, it's vodka, right? Oh, oops. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty widely known thing, right? So this is also served straight up or on the rocks, but is it in a... Black Russian is a rocks glass for sure. Okay. I wonder if it is on the rock. Yeah, I don't know, but it's not served straight up. It's just served on the rock. That was it. I'm getting down the line to the next drink. Okay. So this is one, and this is the same 6.2 count ounces of vodka and ½ ounce of Kahlua, which is a coffee liqueur. And so this drink, okay, liquored up coffee liqueur. I'm not mad about that. And it also does not have, or coffee brandy, I'm sorry. Kahlua is a coffee brandy. It also does not have a garnish. But then we get, and that one is very kinky, because it's apparently very kinky. I want to just put a couple of new things up on the board here. I keep spelling it like that. It's terrible. The White Russian is going to be vodka, Kahlua, and a float and cream on top. It's built in a taller glass. It's a highball glass. That's it. So served on the rocks, a highball. Is it a highball? Yeah, I think so. Glass. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Because the other one is a tall. Because it's Collins glass is bigger than a highball glass. But the highball glasses are like the skinny, like semi-tall ones you get with certain cocktails, like, I want to say mojitos and lots of gin cocktails come in highballs. Okay. This is 1 1/2 ounces of the White Russian is vodka, a ½ ounce Kahlua, and I'm not sure what the measurement is on the cream. It's probably a ½ ounce, question mark? Or just cream. It just says cream. So you just top it with cream. This is subjective. So no garnish once again. But we do have another alternate cocktail. This gets even more interesting with this one. It's a Colorado Bulldog, and for that, you simply add a float of cola to the top. Cola or something. So that's, you know. So because of the difference here, we don't have a really good phrase for this one. Vodka, Kahlua, and cream, very kinky. Bad words. Very kinky. There we go. So that's officially what I'm gonna call that. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna move on. Listen, this is an 18+ channel and we are doing a cocktail stream, so. All right. Yeah. You like a White Russian, Shagraz? How do you feel about the idea of putting Coke, like a Coca-Cola floater on the top of that, or a Coke floater on it? A cola floater, I should say. I am not here to promote any brands. Maybe. I might have already done that earlier in the stream, so whatever. It's so good. What? With a Coke? You like the White Russian? You think that sounds good with a Coke? That is called a Colorado Bulldog. A White Russian is a vodka and Kahlua with cream. It's a Black Russian with cream. But it is, if you add Coke, like cola to the, I keep wanting to just say that word, to the top of it, it's a Colorado Bulldog. So, garnish, no. It is a regional, I think you're right, yeah, it's a regional thing. The third column is, oh, the Godchild, I forgot about this. The third column is the hint column, so if I need help finding the answer to these things, these are acronyms, I think, right? Woof, acronyms for what liquors are in the drink. So Scotch and Drambuie equals a sad drunk, because that's a disgusting combination, if you ask me. I wonder how Ghost Pepper would feel about a rusty nail, though. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to ask him sometime, because I bet he wouldn't mind it. I don't know that he has any Drambuie or has ever had Drambuie, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Right. I just don't like Scotch. It's the Scotch that ruins it for me, so like, cuz I have had Drambuie and in other drinks, and it doesn't bother me that much. It's the alcohol that usually ruins cocktails for me. Right, the like flavor of alcohol, right. Shagraz would not appreciate like any of these right here, because they're all made of like Scotch. You get down to the White Russian, I get that. Gimlet you probably would not like. A Gimlet is served straight, you know what, I'm just gonna do. A Gimlet is served, I think it's always served straight up, or is it, can it be served on the rocks? It probably is also on the rocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and just copy this whole thing, and I will correct it if I'm wrong. A Gimlet is made with gin and lime juice. So I think it's 1.5 ounces of gin and lime juice. Is it 1.5 ounces, or is it 2 ounces? It's 1.5 ounces, yeah. All right. And we are in the 1.5 ounces category right now, I think. 1.5 ounce of, oh, I forgot the ounce marker here. lime juice. So fresh is better in my opinion. But that one's a pretty strong one because it's mostly just gin. And we're gonna garnish with a lime wedge. I don't have anything clever for hints for a lot of these, actually. I don't have, so it is what it is. That's fine. Oh, I have no idea what goes into a stinger. Oh, you guys. Okay, so these are the ones that we're just supposed to have in our card file and we're not going to be tested on. Oh, can I remember a stinger? I feel like it's vodka. It's not. It's not even close. Ew. It's brandy and white creme de menthe. I need it to be mostly non-alcohol. Yeah. Like 2 mixes of alcohol. Right. No, I mean, I get that, Shagraz. That's like a straight up liquor. You have to work up to that. If you're not used to drinking cocktails and stuff, you're not gonna want straight fucking whiskey. Like, it took me 15 years. It took me probably 13 years to go from drinking, like, Arbor Mist, which is like a wine spritzer, essentially. It's just sugar. To drinking whiskey. Like, it took a long time for me to develop the palate for it, you know? And that was working my way through from the sweet stuff. And I went through wines first. And then I did some ciders. You know, things like that. But once you get into the ciders and stuff, and the wines even, you can start doing the darker flavors and stuff. But there's a really good gradation down the wine trail, right? You start with your whites and your pinks, your blushes, and you kind of go down into the darker reds, where there's more of that kind of spicy flavor, right? And then you get used to that. You start drinking like ciders and stuff that have that same kind of like very sweet to pretty dry taste on them, and so that kind of gets your palate going. And then you start getting into the cocktails that have just a little bit more of that liquor flavor, but not a ton. Like, you can't just dive in, man. I mean, you can if you're that kind of person, but it takes time. So that's cool. You work up to it. An apple teeny, easy on the teeny. Yes. What an intriguing title. Leader, welcome. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing tonight? That's your go-to order, an apple teeny? I can make that now. I can make you an apple martini. I officially know the recipe. We'll be getting to that down the line here. Martinis are in the next pile of cards. Gotta say the last line. Easy on a teeny. That's right. I like it. I'm close enough to 21 already. Will you make me a martini? No, leader. You have to be 21. I'll ID you. I'm gonna become an actual bartender, so ain't none of those shenanigans gonna happen in my bar because I want to remain in my job. Thank you. Shagraza, happy to make you an apple teeny. I need to get this. Do I have that? Do I have the pucker? I don't think I have the pucker. I can make you one that's adjacent. But I will get some for you if you want. If you come and visit me, I will get some pucker so that I can make you an apple teeny. Listen, within 6 months, my birthday's close enough. Leader. Legally, I cannot serve you alcohol until you are 21 years of age. So, that's how it's gonna be. All right. What were we doing? We are doing. Oh, right now we're doing the stinger, which is a card file for us, which means we're not going to be tested on it, but it's good to know because people do request it when they come to the bar, occasionally. So this is. Again, this little bit about straight up or on the rocks follows. I really hate that it keeps doing this like thing where it adds space in the beginning. This is 1.5 ounces of brandy. And do I have brandy in my thing? I don't think I do. I have like 6 different kinds of whiskey, vodka, gin, tequila, rum, Kachasa. Brandy, I do have brandy. Okay, let's talk about brandy for a second. Brandy originated in the France and Spain regions. Brandy, Spain is probably the more well-known for that, but it is made from distilling grapes. Like, so it's wine. It's a wine byproduct. It's a distillation of wine, essentially. So it's really, really sweet. And it can be produced anywhere in the world. There's no place that it has to be produced, like Scotch is Scotland and bourbon is Kentucky or Tennessee. One of those, Kentucky, I think. Brandy's a very sweet liqueur, essentially. I don't know, what is it called? Liqueur, I think, if it's distilled from because cognac is a form of brandy, but it has to be produced from grapes and in, I think, cognac in France, the cognac region. What is that very strange thing on the top right? Where are we talking about, leader? The top right? Top right. What am I missing? To the white. Oh, this here? What do you think it is? Listen, we are using acronyms to remember what the liquor is, and this one is very kinky, and it's vodka and Kahlua, so this follows to be very kinky. Listen. This is my studying. I'm going to be the one that has to remember these for the test, okay? So, and then we add to this brandy a 1/2 ounce of white creme de menthe, which is a mint cream. There's no garnish for this. But there are 2 whole other drinks that are close enough that they have determined that they're also called stingers. An Italian stinger, which is brandy, and Galliano, which is an Italian kind of, what is it, liqueur? I'm gonna Google this again now. Oh, it's an aperitif. Is it? Sweet herbal liqueur produced in Italy. All right, so it is a liqueur. And it's herbal, so that's interesting. It's gonna be like a super, super sweet drink, an Italian stinger. And then we go to the international stinger, which, if we can guess, I can type and speak at the same time, is going to, Metaxa, which is a Greek brandy, and Galliano, which is that Italian liqueur we were just talking about. Still the same flutter I've always known. Yeah, leader, I'm pretty much who I am, yeah? White Russian is very kinky. I shall take 3. All right, Shagras. I will make sure to have the ingredients here for that. It's vodka and Kahlua, so, like, I actually think I already have the ingredients here for that. And cream. So, I got cream. Listen, I only have about 30 of them already written out on cards, and I know I've got a whole bunch left. Let me actually just share with you for a moment. The ones that I have not gotten into yet. An Adios Motherfucker, a Long Island iced tea. I haven't learned these yet. The Collins ones. All of the ones that you've heard of, like Harvey Wallbanger, Screwdriver, Slow Comfortable Screw, Cuba Libre. All of these things I have not learned yet. There's a bunch of those. There's a lot of those. Oh, are these shooters? Oh, and the shooters, all the shooters. Oh, those are highballs. Hold on, where are all the shooters? The shooters are all like 8 different ingredients and like, it's crazy. There are so many. Adios, motherfucker, your friends made you drink it for 21st? Oh no, that's like all of the liquor. Although, any good bartender would have seen you dying, and actually it's equal parts everything. Sour mix and 7X, that's not bad. Listen, that blue curacao is so sweet. It was still terrible though, right? Yeah, that is a lot of liquor, chagras. Vodka, gin, rum, tequila, blue curacao, and sour mix and 7-Up. That is what that drink is that they made you drink. There's all the cream drinks. Ugh. Other popular cocktails. I've got those. The tropical drinks. The tropical drinks are also like 800 ingredients and kind of a pain. Aperitif and brunch drinks. We've got those, oh, Bloody Marys and that kind of thing, coffee drinks, and then you got your shooters. And your shooters, this is a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 different shooters. At the bottom of the page, there's a disclaimer that there's probably more than 1,400 plus shooters. These are just some of the more popular ones, and a shooter is what you know as like a red-headed slut or a peanut butter and jelly. You know, your usual, like, I want a shot of something that tastes interesting in some way. But often they have at least 3 or more things in them, which make them kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah. It is sweet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I haven't had many cocktails because they never go out in final. It's okay, honestly. Only hypothetical cocktail I've hypothetically seen be drank was a JD Lemonade. JD Lemonade. Oh, I wonder what that is. I wonder if that's in this book. I don't know if I've seen that. Can you tell me about that, leader? The JD Lemonade? That might have been like exclusive to the place that you were in, or your friend was in. I don't think I have. I'm not sure I do, but I haven't been through all of the, look, and my pages are all crinkly and loud because, like, I've been spilling stuff all over them all week, so. Water flying everywhere. My hands are actually yellow because they use dyes in the bottles. They use like actual liquor bottles that you know, are empty, and they put dye in them because that you can't waste when you're making a bunch of cocktails just to learn how to make them, and as many as I've messed up already. Oy. But my hands are like yellow from the dye. I hate it when we go to a place without the stuff to make appletinis. Oh, chagras. You poor baby. I had a Bellini once. That was yummy. Yeah, Bellini is like it's a like a mimosa type drink, except they use a peach, a mango puree in it. So it's a little thicker, and they are quite delightful. I agree. Bellinis are nice. I think it's also got, it might also have some triple sec, but it is usually done with champagne or sparkling wine. I don't know if that would be in there. It was recipe online that was like lemon juice, Jack Daniels, and some other stuff. I can't remember what it was. Listen. All right. I mean, hold on. Let me. I can do it over here. Oh, that's interesting. On this site, it's called a Lynchburg Lemonade because that's where Jack Daniels is based. The company that makes Jack Daniels. Whiskey, triple sec, lemon juice, lemon lime soda. That's not terrible. I would drink that. I would enjoy that, actually, probably. Although I probably wouldn't use Jack. I'd use a better whiskey. Actually, I'd probably use a bourbon. But yeah, that's not terrible. I don't particularly like Jack. I think that it's, not the best one out there. Sounds about the same. Was hypothetically, according to said drinker, that it wasn't bad. Yeah, it does sound good. I had a really tropical tequila cocktail at a wedding that the bartender made, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was so good, and I drank 3. It was like water, and it fucked me up, and I want to know what it was. Okay, so if we're talking about a tequila tropical cocktail, are you sure it was tequila? Fatal last words. Are you sure it was tequila? Because most tropical cocktails actually have rum in them, so you might have had a margarita, which is tequila, or something like that. I bet you it was some kind of margarita. But generally, yeah, those can go down real easy because there's a whole bunch of fruit juices in them. Might have been silver tequila, yeah. Well, yeah. That's generally the one you use for mixing, so... Because you're pretty sure it was tequila, yeah. Okay. Then you probably had... Ooh, a Tequila Sunrise. I bet you it was a Tequila Sunrise. That one I've had. That was one that I used to drink a lot, actually, because it was so easy to drink. So I bet you that's what it was. That's a pretty easy one. I believe it's like tequila, OJ, and grenadine, or some form. It might have some other fruit in it. Pineapple, stuff like that. What is this recipe? This recipe says that a Tequila Sunrise. I bet you it's in my book. Because that's a very common cocktail. Here, it would be in here with these. Tequila Sunrise. Tequila, orange juice, and grenadine. Yeah. Yeah, bitches. I haven't even learned that one yet. Oh, I'm excited about the fact that I knew what that was. That's very satisfying to me, because when it comes time for her to call that out for when we're doing our speed drills, I will have that one down. Yeah. I think he called it something else. Pretty similar, though. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of variations on those kinds of drinks. And in most cases, too, if you go to a bar or something, you're going to find a whole bunch of, variations on these cocktails. Different bars do them different ways. Different regions do them different ways. That's the fun of, memorizing all of these, because then I get to go learn again how they're made wherever I work. So, that's going to be fun. Okay. So, we did the stinger and all of the stinger's iterations. So we are going to move on to the Dirty Mother. Dirty Mother. I have zero idea what's in a Dirty Mother, so I'm just gonna go. No, apparently I do. Listen, I should, right? What are we talking about calling? We're not. Chagras. Jeez. Have some humanity, man. This is in a rocks glass. We are just filling a rocks glass with ice at the beginning of this served. So we're just gonna say, because this is going to be a drink that is built in the glass and served as is, just kind of like the if the like God drinks, Godfather, Godmother, all of them, they're built the same way unless they're asked for up. But this one apparently does not have an up option, although if somebody asks me for it, I'm going to make it for them because they're the customer and they're going to tip me better if I make them what they want. So, this is 1.5 ounces of brandy and 1/2 ounce of Kahlua. So that sounds interesting. We're gonna have to do, maybe I should do a cocktail stream one of these nights to actually mix some of these, but I'm gonna have to invite friends over. You're such... Yeah, but I need friends to drink cocktails. If I'm gonna do like a stream where I'm making cocktails, it's hard to do that without multiple people because, you know, cocktails as a whole are lots of liquor and all of that. That would be lots of fun though, to kind of cap off this class and starting bartending with like a whole cocktail thing. You're not gonna drink them all yourself. I could drink a handful of them probably, but you know, if you want some variety in there. So the Dirty Mother has a another I already did it. The another drink that is similar, and it's called a Separator, and for that we just add cream. Kahlua is pretty good. I agree. I do enjoy some Kahlua. I'm not gonna lie. Brandy, it's too sweet for my taste. So, you know, that kind of thing. But I think I would like most things with cream and Kahlua. Probably. I mean, if you like them now, there's a lot of drinks out there for you, Shagraz. I think you just need to find them. I will teach you. Final. Oh my gosh. All right. So that was our Dirty Mother. Now we're getting down to drinks that I like. An old fashioned. An old fashioned is more complicated than any of the other drinks we've talked about tonight so far. For this drink, you need to take your glass, add your sugar, usually like a sugar cube, into the bottom of it or some kind of sugar thing. And your cherry and your orange slice, and I think that's it. And then you muddle those with a muddler. That's this little doohickey here. You put it into the glass and you like press the juices out of it. You don't want to destroy the fruit because you don't want all of the pulp and stuff to go with it, but you want to press those juices out of the fruit so that they can infuse into the cocktail. And you want that sugar to dissolve, right? So if there's not enough juices in doing that, you can add some soda water from the soda gun, and just to give it a little bit more liquid so that I can do the dissolve and mix thing. Then you add in your whiskey. Oh, bitters. I forgot bitters. Shoot. Bitters goes in with that. I knew there was something else that goes in with the muddling stuff. So bitters. Bitters are like a super concentrated liquor. They're like, I think they're like 90% or 70% or something like that. But you don't have a lot of bitters because they're very bitter. You really just put a couple of drops of bitters into a cocktail to get that flavor in there. You do muddle the mixture, yeah. I think I like Bailey's more than Kahlua. Ooh, that's good. Bailey's is delicious, honestly. I think I like Bailey's a lot, too. You can drink Bailey's straight. It's, like, beautiful. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, Shagraz, yeah. What is... I don't know about this song. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I don't know how much of this music you guys can hear, so. It is not coffee flavored. It is just a cream. You can get coffee flavored Baileys. In fact, I have some coffee flavored Baileys with me. It's also delicious. In fact, I would say it's more delicious. So, old fashioned. I really wish this would stop format. Like, I keep doing this, and I probably am formatting it myself, but it's fine. The coffee flavor is the best part. Yeah. We can. Oh, that would be fun. Because it's... Bailey's is really good by itself. It's like it's just a sweet cream, right? Like, so it's just very clean cream liqueur. But it is really, really yummy. So this is going to be an old-fashioned glass. So we're gonna... or a rocks glass, depending. And this is one that we kind of build in the glass. So we're gonna have a teaspoon of sugar, which is a sugar cube, 2 dashes of bitters, a maraschino cherry, a staple at all bars, an orange slice, and a splash of club soda. Like I said, if we need some club soda to get those juices moving, that's fine. And then we are going to muddle it. Then to that, we are going to, I'm just kind of doing this because this is the way, like, whatever. We're going to add 2 ounces this time. This is the first time we're going with the 2 ounces of whiskey. Whiskey of customer's choice. Speaking of cream liqueur, though, I tried this stuff called Amarula, and that was delicious. Amarula, that's new. I don't know about that one. I'm going to have to look that up. Amarula. Cream liqueur, very smooth cream liqueur. Thought it tastes marula fruit. What is an Amarula? Oh wow, it's really dark. It's from South Africa. It is made with sugar, cream, and the fruit of the African marula tree, which is also locally called the elephant tree or the marriage tree. It has an alcohol content of 70% by volume, so it's 34 proof. It has some success at international spirit rating competitions. Okay, all right. So it's getting popular. It's more recently a thing. It won a gold medal at the 2009 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. It has the taste of slightly fruity caramel. That's very interesting, Vinyl. The color of it is really great. I guess I should just drag this. I should have done this over here so you guys can see. This is what Vinyl is talking about. It is so good. I would imagine it is, actually. Let's go get some right now. We shall reconvene in 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here, Chagraz, and drink my whiskey and do more of these things. I haven't even gotten halfway through my things here yet. So after this, we are going to fill the glass, fill with an F, the glass with ice and top with a dash club soda. This is the newer way to make an old-fashioned. I'm going to write down the traditional style old-fashioned in a minute, which is my preferred way because for me, I don't want the club soda. I want my whiskey. So it's a little bit different. We are going to garnish this with a flag, which is like, you've seen the toothpicks with the cherry and the orange slice on them, and a lemon twist. Or you could just put them all in there. Some of it's going to be whatever you muddled, but is still going to be at the bottom there. But you want something fresh on the top to make it look like. I'm just going to say, yeah, cherry, orange slice, and lemon twist. Any or all, I've seen it with just a cherry or just an orange slice. Different bars do it different ways. And then, so then we're gonna go with the traditional old fashioned over here. Now the traditional old fashioned is made instead of a sugar cube with simple syrup. But it is all done in a very similar, oops, wrong thing. Very simpler, similar fashion. So again, we're gonna serve this in an old-fashioned or a rocks glass. We're learning about boozy drinks. I'm losing about. Oh, burning drinks. That's the thing. That's the thing. Hi, Bo. How are you? To our rocks glass, because of the way that this is made, it's easier to just do this straight up in the glass. We're just gonna add 2 ounces of bourbon whiskey, which is why I personally like this one better, because I love bourbon whiskey. It is what, in fact, I'm drinking right now. And a ½ ounce of simple syrup, which is a mix of half and half syrup and water. Like 1 cup of syrup. I'm sorry, 1 cup of sugar to 1 cup of water is a simple syrup. It's a pretty heavy simple syrup. I think they do them more light with a 1/4 cup of sugar sometimes, depending on what your balance is. I tend to do them half and half because, and then I just use a little less when I make a drink. So that's just how that is. But probably actually they use a 1/4 bars. I should check that out just to be sure. Probably differs depending on the place. So again, once I get to work, that's all gonna change. Then we do 2 to 4 dashes of bitters, and we add also 2 to 4 dashes of flavored bitters. Like my personal favorite right now is I have a grapefruit bitter that I really enjoy in these kinds of cocktails. We're gonna garnish this with an orange twist. Very simple. This one feels sophisticated, but you don't have to do all the muddling and stuff on it, right? Gives you all the flavors you want. Not as much work. And it has bourbon, which is better, in my opinion. All right. Moving on, we are gonna move into another, hold on, let's see. We've got a couple more of these to go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 more on this category. And then we're going to move on to martinis and Manhattans and the like. Rob Roy's. How are you doing today, Bo? I hope all is well in your world, my love. So, a mojito. All right, let me think if I can remember this one. Mojito. Oh, this is going to be served on the rocks in a highball glass. And we're going to use, oh, is it tequila? I think it's tequila. It's mint, tequila. Is it triple sec? No. Okay. Hold on. Am I wrong? It's rum. Okay. I think I've seen mojitos made with tequila. It's rum. Those tropical drinks, though. How long do cream liqueurs last, and do you have to refrigerate them? Yeah. Once they're open vinyl, you want to put them in the fridge. Unopened, they can be on shelves for months, question mark. Probably up to, I want to say 2 months or so is probably what they say. Like, 2 years, actually. 2 years unopened. 6 months after opening, but they should be refrigerated. You can leave them unrefrigerated, but they won't last as long, right? So I guess I shouldn't advocate for that. Put them in the fridge. Just stick them in the back somewhere. I'm doing rather well today. It was a stressful day at work, but it's time to relax now. Oh yeah, just chill with us here. Yeah, Shawgrass. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're in a highball glass with this mojito. We're gonna serve it with ice. Mojitos, again, another one though that we are going to do muddling and stuff in. So we're gonna do I want to do it like that? Yeah, I guess, whatever. I know that we muddle this, so I'm not gonna put the ice in the glass yet because it requires muddling. We're gonna do that sugar cube again. A little bit of lime juice. So best if we just take a couple of wedges and squeeze those in, or if we're muddling, we can just throw the lime wedges in and do that. 3 to 4 mint leaves, which don't get muddled. So actually, I'm not gonna put those in yet. A splash. The thing about the mint leaves is if you muddle them, you risk bruising them and bringing out bitter flavors in your mint. So what you do with mint when you put it in a cocktail like this, you want to be gentle with it. You actually just give it a slap. You like put it in your hand and you slap it. Like just a real quick, hard bam. It releases the oils and things that are in the mint. And then you put that in your glass. But you're not going to want to like jam your muddler down on it after that. Like that's not really. So you're going to want to do the club soda and muddle. Add, 3 to 4 mint leaves, which we know the method is to slap them, and 2 ounces, 2 ounces of white rum. And then we're gonna fill the glass with ice. And garnish with mint leaves. So served in a, I guess I could just say in a highball glass, and then we'll get through the process there. Mojitos are good. Slap it. That's right, Vinyl. Get a little bit nasty with your mint. That's the way to go. Mojitos can be really good, actually. The first time I had a mojito that I really enjoyed was in Mexico at La Bufadora, which is like on the west coast, on the little peninsula that sticks down there from south of San Diego. And we were just there. We were like, this was a million years ago, when my before husband guy took me on a cruise to impress me when when we were first dating. So, but that mojito was like the best mojito I've ever had. Like, I still think about that mojito. Like, it was perfection. That dude knew how to make a mojito. Like, it was so good. They're the worst thing ever? Aw, Shagraz. It's too bad. Oh, are not the worst things ever. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I misinterpreted. I thought I misread what you said. No, they are really, really good though. They can be really good. Good rum makes a big difference, you know, all that. But that mint, you know. Did we splash it with club soda? We did. Okay. After a mojito, we're gonna do a caparina. This drink is a Brazilian drink. Why? And it's made with Kachasa instead of rum, I think. It's very popular in Brazilian restaurants and things like that, I guess. A cruise to impress me, right? Oh, Bo. It was a boy that had been in the military and had not spent any of his money, really, that had just a lot of money to blow. He was showing off. As one does. So Caprina is just it is like a mojito with Kachasa. Actually, can I just put that in the... Because it is literally the same thing. Oh, it's not, though. There's no clubs. Well, is it, though? It's like the same thing. I'm just going to put it actually here. Because it's like the same drink, except you use Kachasa. Okay. And Kachasa is a rum, but I think it's based in a certain, well, Brazil. It's a Brazilian rum, right? Kachasa, I have an entry on my book in this. I shouldn't be looking this up on the internet. I should be looking it up in my book, so I have it like what I need to do here. Kachasa is a Brazilian. It is made from fermented sugarcane juice instead of molasses. It's not quite rum. So rum is made from molasses, which is a sugarcane byproduct. Kachasa is made from the sugarcane juices themselves. So it's probably a little bit smoother than rum is. It's used almost exclusively in tropical drinks like the Caipirinha, outside of Brazil, as like its most well-known sponsor. So, yeah, it's slightly different from rum, but still. Flutter Cruise when? We'd have to perform our Feywild play from the... Yes! Oh my god, Bo. That would be so good. Oh, please, let's do that just so we could do that. We just get out on the pool deck and perform it. Like, people would be so confused. I love it. Oh, man. Oh. All right. So we've gotten through the mojito. Hold on. I won't do this until I get through all the rest of these. It's fine. The next one we're doing is a mint julep. Yeah. All right. Mint juleps are pretty tasty, I believe. I think it is a whiskey or a bourbon. Yeah, it's a bourbon. All right. It is a bourbon. Let me get this going. Again, with the whole mixing and things. This one is served. Oh, I should put this as served in a copper mug, if available. Or a highball glass, if the mug is not available. Or it could be a Collins glass, actually. I think a highball glass probably be fine. But this is a copper mug. People get really butthurt when places don't have copper mugs. I've seen it, actually. And it's really dumb. Like, okay, I understand that the copper imparts flavor in a certain way, but honestly, I can't stand metal things touching my teeth. Like, I hate it. It's like metal and me don't have that kind of good relationship. Like, just, I mean, sometimes there are things, but there's not. I just... They make me squirm a little bit. So I would prefer not to have the copper mug anyway. I understand the whole flavor thing. But it's just like a Moscow Mule, right? Like they come in the copper mug, so. Flutter! What? I need tree root cosplay. Oh, that sounds amazing, Love. Yes, I love it. Yes, tree root cosplay. Please. Can we do that, Bo? Oh my god. What if we all got together for a con and did our characters? Can we please? Can we please, 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 please? I want to so badly. Vinyl, would you make Flums a poodle costume? Oh my god. I really want to do this now. I want to do Fieldine, but I'm not hunting. Bo, you could do Fieldine. I think it would be great. But we also want tree root because tree root's fun and cozy and lovely, and we all love tree root so much. Listen, I really feel like we can make it work, you guys. Oh my god, I think it would be fantastic. Honestly, I think it would be fucking great. I don't know if I'm skilled enough to make a poodle costume. Honestly, if you got him like a Link, like an old Link costume, it would probably be good. Oh my gosh. I would say this is probably, again, 3 to 4 mint leaves. This has a splash of water as opposed to soda water, club soda, which I think is interesting. And then we're gonna muddle it, but again with the whole thing. So it's sugar and water. But if you don't, so I'm gonna leave this because it has the recipe as written. But I wouldn't really muddle those mint leaves. I would give them a little slap and then just throw them in the glass. I would attempt to dissolve the sugar or potentially probably just use simple syrup, and then I wouldn't have to muddle anything. Because properly. Then we fill 2/3 of the glass. Real scientific measurement here. But that is no more than 3 ounces with a bourbon. And then we fill the glass with ice. And we garnish with mint leaves. So that's a mint julep. Is a pretty close to what a Moscow Mule is. Of course, different liquors, but the same kind of idea in terms of the mint. Oops. Lincoln Peter Pan, yes. Oh, Wolf would look so hot in the breastplate that you made for him. I agree. I think we could make it work, guys. So this one is vodka. 4 ounces of ginger beer, which is what, in my opinion, makes this drink. I love ginger beer. I think it is tasty, it is good, it makes my tummy feel healthy. Oh, I found out recently a really great hangover cure. Do you guys want to hear it? This is a thing that I didn't know about until this week, which I wish I had known about this before. So next time I'm hungover, I'm going to definitely be trying it. Bitters. You fill like 1/3 of a shot glass with bitters, and then like club soda or water, whatever, to mix with it that will help you get it down, because it's gonna taste not great. But do that, and apparently the rumor has it that within like a half an hour you'll be ready to go, like ready to eat really hot sauce stuff. Like, that kind of good ready to go after a hangover, which I feel like that's a thing that is amazing, in my opinion. So, bitters, apparently. Just drink some bitters. So we're going to say a 1/6 of an ounce of lime juice. Really, I would just squeeze some lime into it. And then we're going to fill our glass with ice. I'm going to do this. And stir, because we don't want to bruise it or make the carbonation from that ginger beer go away. And then we're going to garnish with a lime slice. All right, we have officially made it through all of the yellow cards. I don't know if there was there was a theme for a while, and then I don't know. They're just under the other popular cocktails tab in the book. So, oh, how many do we have? We have 14 so far. This is going well. I think it's fine, right? Vinyl got me onto ginger beer. I love it now. Shawgrass ginger beer is so good. It's so good. I love ginger beer. My personal favorite brand that I think has the best balance of like fresh ginger taste and all of that stuff is Bundaberg's. Of course, it's not the most or the least expensive brand of ginger beer out there. I understand that. But you know, every now and then you splurge, get a little 4-pack of it, get yourself some, make yourself some good ginger beer cocktails. If you ever get the chance, drink Blindheim. It's ginger ale. Oh. Okay. I'm not mad about that idea. I really love, like, where I grew up in central PA and kind of the Northeast, a really popular thing around there was like birch beer and stuff like that. So I really love that kind of bite when I had like Barks has bite, right? That root beer has like that little bit of bite to it, which is a thing that I love. So it's good though, like a punch to the face, but in the best way. Red cap only. They have a white cap that's weak. So go for the not weak one. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, ginger beer. I love ginger beer. There is something beautiful. But he's talking about ginger ale. Oh, 10 times a ginger beer? Interesting. Like really, really strong. You don't think you're exaggerating? What is it called? Blindheim. Let me look this up. Oh, it's apparently a place in England. Blindheim, I'm gonna have to caveat this search. Blindheim ginger ale. Hot, not as hot, and diet. Oh, the white cap is diet, actually. The not as hot is gold, and then the hot one is the red cap. Our boldest flavor tantalizes and tingles the taste buds and goes down as smoothly as a firecracker exploding in your throat. Okay. I've had things explode in my throat. I'm not sure I would appreciate a firecracker doing that. Have you guys ever had the unfortunate Pop Rocks is the thing that I was thinking, but I realized that I said that. So. And the first time I drank it, I had one tiny sip and I hated it. Then like 2 weeks later, I was like, I want some Blindheim. Yes. They just started to call it ginger ale for their own marketing. Some say its sinus clearing heat snatches their breath away for a bit, while others thrive on the explosion of spicy ginger essence. Ooh. I do like me some Red Hoods too, so I feel like that's a whole spicy ginger essence. I'm sorry, I apologize if anybody finds that offensive. That's terrible of me to say. So yeah, I'll have to, if I see that one, I will grab it, chakras, and I will let you know. I'll save it for a stream to try it first. Spicy ginger essence in my mouth. That's right, chakras, I'm with you. So we review these guys that we just did. The Rusty Nail, the Godfather, Godmother, Godchild, Black Russian, White Russian, Gimlet, Stinger, Dirty Mother, Old Fashioned, Traditional Style Old Fashioned, Mojito, Mint Julep, and Moscow Mule. So far down the list. Here we are. Let's see. The next series of drinks is going to be Martinis and Manhattans and the like. So, I've got another stack of cards here. Martini. Oh wait, hold on. I know I have some cards here that are just descriptors for martinis and Manhattans, like the general rule for it to be a martini or a Manhattan. A Moscow Mule. Yeah, they're really yummy. My friend orders one of those everywhere he goes. Tries to find out the best one. I get that. I mean, they're really good. They're a very solid, dependable drink. If there's nothing else on a cocktail menu that I'm gonna like, if it's got coconut, like there are so many cocktail menus that I go to that have like the two things that I'm not okay with, like in most of their drinks, coconut and tequila. So like, I mean, I'm okay with a tequila, but it has to be a very like fruity drink, and I'm not a big fan of the super sweet drinks. So, you know, that's like and coconut with all of the rum drinks, which is a really sad story for me because I love rum drinks, but the coconut rum can bite it. So the Moscow Mule is a really solid one that's often on menus because it's pretty fucking easy. It's vodka and ginger beer and lime juice. Like, you just slap that together in a minute. It's easy. All right, so we're going to start with martinis, I think. Martinis became popular in the 1930s, originally made with 1 part gin and 1 part dry vermouth. Today, very little dry vermouth is used, and vodka is actually the drink of choice to use for a martini. So, however, people do still like a gin martini every now and then. It depends who's drinking. Gin is a very divisive drink. I feel like that's the right word somehow. People either hate it or love it because the one ingredient that gin must have in it is juniper berry, which makes gin taste like a pine tree, essentially. So it's a flavor that either you love or you hate, really. It's one of those kinds of things, like cilantro. So, but I personally like gin, but I like herby drinks, you know, like when something has rosemary or thyme in it. Those are really good drinks to me. I will seek those out sometimes. A gin and tonic is good. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of tonic water, to be honest. That one I'm not so much on. I don't like gin so much that I want to drink it straight, generally, but I'm good with it being in a good cocktail that has some other elements to it. I'm okay with that because I like drier drinks like that too, and spicier drinks. Spicier. Because you know what, those drinks, the part of the reason I like those drinks so much, like Negronis, oh my god, I love Negronis. They're so bitter, but they make you slow down, right? Like girly, I shouldn't say that. Tropical fruity drinks are great, but for me, there has to be the right amount, because I can't drink a ton of sweet either. It's just no good. But like if you have a very sweet drink or a sweeter drink, it's really easy to just take them down, right? Like just to fucking demolish one of those drinks really quickly. But the bitter drinks are harder to do that with. Sipping whiskey, harder to do that. You don't want to take giant gulps of it. So it's like, it's a thing that you just enjoy over time. I really like that. I also like the feeling on my tongue on the bitter drinks and stuff like that. So martinis are either made on the rocks or straight up. Most likely, you're going to see it straight up. This is your classic James Bond drink. Like, this isn't a martini glass with a little olive on a toothpick sticking out. It is generally vodka, although gin can be used. It is, I think it's 1.5 ounces of vodka and 1/2 ounce of, is that right? Or is it 2? It is 2. Shit. All right. It's 2 ounces of vodka and 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth. Dry vermouth versus sweet vermouth. Clearly there's a thing. One of them, the dry vermouth is clear and sweet vermouth is red. And I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll do this. Sugar is the difference, obviously. Let's see if we have, maybe I just do this. Here we go. Okay. Vermouth is produced by starting with a base of neutral grape wine or unfermented wine must. Unfermented wine must, which is freshly crushed fruit juice that contains skin, seeds, and stems of the fruit. So this is the stuff that they use to start making wine. Okay. After it's been crushed. So, okay, vermouth is gross. It's a very bitter kind of flavor. Well, not bitter. I don't know. I guess it is. I have vermouth here somewhere. I need to unpack all of the boxes of liquor so that I can start making these cocktails so I have a better understanding of them too. I have had a lot of these cocktails, but I would prefer to refresh my memory. Consists of aromatic herbs, roots, and barks to the base wine. Base wine, that's the mixture of ingredients that it puts in, and additional alcohol, plus spirit or spirit only, which may be redistilled before adding to the wine or unfermented wine must. After the wine is aromatized and fortified, the vermouth is sweetened with either cane sugar or caramelized sugar, depending on the style. And so that's the difference between dry vermouth and so before they sweeten it is going to be the vermouth that they use. Also might have something, it might be like white grapes specifically or something because of the, white wine and cooking. Yeah, see? Because it is a clear, the dry vermouth is clear, right? So, and the sweet vermouth is red and will dye your clothing or your dish towels. So be careful with it. Don't get vermouth on yourself. I might be speaking from experience. That shit will stain. It makes my mouth dry. It's wet and dry. I hate it. I like vermouth, but I like those dry flavors. It's one of the things that I enjoy. So I am not surprised that you don't like it, Chagras. Like, you're just, and that's fine. Not everybody will develop those kinds of flavors over time. So, when you make a martini dry, this one is fun and interesting and also a little bit of a mindfuck for you. What do you think happens if you say, I want a dry martini? So a martini already has dry vermouth in it, right? 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth, 2 ounces of vodka or gin. When you want to make a dry martini, you put less dry vermouth in it. Reduce that 1/2 ounce to a 1/4 ounce. They just want less of the vermouth because they don't like vermouth either, Chagras. They'd rather have just straight vodka, really. Because you can then also get an extra dry martini and reduce that vermouth to either 1 or 2 drops or literally just waving the bottle over the martini per the customer's request. I can't remember what that's called. There's actually a name for doing that, I think. Hold on. Do I have it written down here? I don't remember where I saw it because I remember looking at it. Oh, I saw a bartender do it once and I was like, what was that? But it's just to be like, yeah, here's your vermouth so that there's no vermouth in it. Like, that's a whole thing. They had 3 cotton balls in it and it's super dry. Does Appletini have vermouth? No. That's the same reason Collie doesn't like lemon in water. It makes his mouth dry. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I get that. Does he like cucumber water? Because cucumber water is delicious. Martinis are generally garnished with olives, and if you want a dirty martini, you're using olive. You're cutting that vermouth in half and adding the other half of that liquid to make out of olive juice or brine. Or getting rid of it altogether and using brine, depending on your customer's question. If you want to call it a Gibson, you're adding a cocktail onion as garnish. He hates cucumbers but loves pickles. That's so weird. Flumps is so weird. Vinyl. We love him, but... Loves pickles. Sweet pickles are good. I like sweet pickles chagras, but I think that you will find that you and I are a minority when it comes to that because I think everybody else likes dill pickles. I have a hard time finding people that really like sweet pickles. I like them both. I love dill pickles. Don't get me wrong. We love him? No. Oh, chagras. No thanks. Oh my gosh. So those are our basic facts about a martini. We're just going to write up a recipe here, and then what I'm going to do is just on the same recipe card, because the dry, the extra dry, it's all the same recipe with a little less vermouth in it. So I'm just going to do this martini. And then we're going to do actually dry, extra dry. And then okay, so this is served straight up, or this is the same as these. I just don't want to type it all out again. Now martinis are martinis and Manhattans, I believe, are more important on the balance of ingredients in them. So we're going to use a jigger to pour out the amounts of vermouth and vodka into the glass. Unless you're doing that like 1 drop of vermouth thing, which I'm all right. So we are doing 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth and 2 ounces of vodka or gin. And then it is garnished with an olive. Dry means we're going to use only 1/4 ounce of dry vermouth, and extra dry, use a drop or 2 of dry vermouth. And then we're going to, I don't know if I can do this. Nope. Add the note that if you want Gibson, or if you're asked to make a Gibson instead of an olive, Garnish with a cocktail onion. Do you guys know what, have you had cocktail onions? Does anybody out there like cocktail onions? I think they're pretty, you can't eat them by themselves. They're supposed to go with the drinks really well, but I don't really, like if you like soak it in vodka, it's great, I guess. But soak anything in vodka and it's going to be better probably. So, but this is a martini becomes a Gibson if you garnish it with a cocktail onion. So we've got the martini, the dry martini, and the extra dry martini. They are mere steps away from each other. Now we're gonna move on to Manhattans. That is, there's 3 actual drinks that we just did. 4 if you count the Gibson, but Manhattans are very similar, but they have a little bit of a twist. Manhattan is made with a whiskey instead of a vodka or a gin. You can make a bourbon Manhattan, my personal favorite. I get a Manhattan just about everywhere I see one on the menu. I really, really just love Manhattans. It's bourbon, and it for me, bourbon and vermouth, right? But this time, instead of dry vermouth, we're using sweet vermouth. So, Manhattans were invented in the 1890s and originally made with 1 part sweet vermouth and 2 parts of whiskey. Again, today we use less sweet vermouth. So it is served on the rocks or served straight up. Generally, I like it straight up. I don't want any water in my whiskey. I want it to be cold, but, you know, I don't want it to be watered down. So, let's see. Actually, Manhattan. And then we're going to do the dry. And perfect. Well, we'll do the dry. No, you know what? Actually, we can't do all of these in one card. Haha. All right. Served. The song. What? Again. Thank you. I feel like I'm at a carnival. I could turn that up a little bit, probably. All right. So, all right, we're gonna do, this is going to be on the rocks in an old, this could be in an old-fashioned. So that's gonna be a difference there. Depending on place. And this is sweet vermouth and 1 or 2 ounces of whiskey. And then it is garnished with a cherry. Okay. And then if we wanted to make this use bourbon instead of whiskey. So that's our basic Manhattan. Then we do a dry Manhattan. I really need to stop making, like, double doing that. Whatever. Again, we're gonna be serving this up, probably, on the rocks glass, or in an old-fashioned or rocks glass if somebody does want the ice still in it, because, you know, especially novice whiskey drinkers like to have that water to melt it down. And in fact, pro whiskey drinkers actually put drops of water in a glass of just neat whiskey to to bloom it in a way that they enjoy, right? So again, it's all subjective, you guys. Whatever drink you like is fine because you like it. You learned what that is and you can ask for it and like get it all the time. Fucking great, dude. All right. So a dry Manhattan is going to be a 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth instead of sweet vermouth. And because it's dry, we're going to actually garnish it with a different thing. 2 ounces of whiskey. The garnish becomes a lemon twist when it's dry. Now, the perfect Manhattan. Can we guess what a perfect Manhattan is? You guys have any ideas? If a Manhattan is sweet vermouth and a dry Manhattan is dry vermouth, and pretend like we're Goldilocks. I know these recipes because I love Manhattan. I've already said that like 6 times. I'm sorry. To make a perfect Manhattan, according to the recipe, we're going to use a 1/4 ounce of each. Dry and sweet vermouth. And that same 2 ounces of whiskey. I don't know why I didn't actually type those. I just... And we're gonna garnish it because it is both of those things with both a lemon twist and a cherry to represent the fact that is a perfect Manhattan. Did I put that down? Manhattans. Whiskey. There we go. Then we have, I want to call it a comfortable Manhattan. I bet you it's been called a comfortable Manhattan. But when we use Southern Comfort in a drink, it becomes comfortable. And so for that, we're going to make it with, I actually also drink another Manhattan, which I won't be making a flashcard for because I don't need it for the test because it's something I knew about before. And it's called a not Manhattan because it's made with rum instead of whiskey. And it's delicious. But again, we're going to go with a 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth. And 2 ounces, this time, of Southern Comfort. A good little bit of SoCo. And the garnish is going to be a cherry again. And that's all of our Manhattans. We're gonna get down into Rob Roy's next. Again, into these are like, these ones, the Godfather ones, Rob Roy, all of these people, this is like the era of the Godfather, right? Like when spaghetti westerns and stuff like that were going on and everybody was all about the scotch for a minute. And I just gotta say, oh, man, these cocktails with the scotch, I just cannot get behind them. So, Rob Roy is a... Yeah, I'm with you. This is, we're going to go all the way up to the top and gank the serving here. Doing the same thing with the Rob Roy here. If we want it on the rocks, we're going to serve it in a rocks glass. We're just going to pour it in the glass and pop it out onto the thing, on the napkin with a cherry in it. And that's all you need. This is with sweet vermouth. I don't have... and scotch. The is all I gotta say. I mean, good on you if you like it, yo. That's really amazing. Let's see. We can put a dry Rob Roy on the same thing because it is using dry. So we'll Rob Roy and dry. And we'll put it down here. Dry. Use a 1/4 ounce or a 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth instead of sweet. Descriptive. All right. Like a Roy Rogers. Roy Rogers is, I think it's like a lemonade, isn't it? No, that's a different, that's a Arnold Palmer. Palmer? Is it Arnold Palmer? Yeah, something like that. Hold on. I'm pretty sure there's a Roy Rogers in here, though. I'm just not sure what section it's going to fall under. I'm not sure what's in that one, to be honest. I'm going to make a mess here. All right. That's not in there. Nope. I don't think it's going to be in there either, is it? Yeah, no. Oh, wait. It's, oh yeah! It's a Shirley Temple with Guy. I think I knew that. Oh, you're killing me. Sugars. No. It's like a cherry Coke, right? So, I think I did know that actually. I just forgot. I'm like, if you don't have it, if you don't use it a lot, you lose it. It's yummy. You like it? I prefer Shirley Temple. Why did my music stop? Is it the over? Is it over? Whatever. We'll just do it again. Hold on. Let me go out. Let me find another station here. Dragons and dire wolves. Oh, it's a Game of Thrones. Let's see. How does this sound? Go for it. Grenadine is just good. Ew, sugars. Oh, there's words in this. Alright, hold on. I'm not like super mad, but I really don't want words. Probably. Not a lot of words like that. How about this? Yeah. I don't know how long that list is either. It doesn't say. Whatever, I'll just pick another one if it runs out again. Grenadine, I don't know. It's not my favorite one. I don't like cherries though. I do not, that's my disclaimer. I do not like cherry. I don't like the flavor of cherry. I don't like actual cherries. I don't like fake cherry flavor. I don't like any of it, really. I will allow for like cherries in like a cooked sauce of sorts. Like I like cherry stuff on my pork chops and stuff, but I'm not a cherry fan. So I don't like anything sweet. I do like some things sweet, Shagraz. I like, now I'm gonna have trouble trying to find anything. I like the occasional, like hot chocolate. I like chocolate ice cream actually. Let's see, Oreos. I like sweet, but like in the like that kind of category, like dark chocolate category. Bittersweet. I don't like sweet as much as I like savory. That is true. And I like you, Shagraz. You're sweet too. I like all of my sweet viewers. So what are we even doing? We've gotten off the track. Rob Roy. We did a dry Rob Roy and a Rob Roy right there. The only difference is the garnish. Sorry, I forgot that. And garnish with a lemon twist when it's dry instead of sweet. So those are our Rob Roy and our dry Rob Roy. Our perfect Rob Roy, again, just like the Manhattan, both dry and sweet vermouth. Perfect. Again with the glass. And 2 ounces of scotch. And we garnish with both a lemon twist and cherry. All right. Now, Shagraz, I believe your time has come. Are you excited? I need to see that you're excited. Apple martini time. An apple martini is made with vodka or an apple vodka and a sour apple pucker bleh, and triple sec. Occasionally. Sometimes triple sec isn't used. It just adds a little bit more rounded flavor because the triple sec is an orange liqueur. And so it kind of complements that apple flavor, especially with that sour in there. Get that pucker. Yeah, easy on the teeny. So you would like less vodka in yours then. No vermouth, no wonder I like it so much. Yeah. So... Yeah, it is. So this is served in a chilled martini glass, and it is shaken as its method in general. I'm gonna start marking out for martinis and things like that if they're shaken. I should have actually put in that the other ones were stirred, but these are shaken. And it is 1 ounce of vodka, or in Shagraz's case, 1/2 ounce of vodka, maybe. Or 3/4 of an ounce. I wouldn't want to jack you out of your liquor, though. We can use an apple brandy instead of the sour apple pucker, but that's on the bar. And the triple sec is optional. So if I were to make you this, I would remove the 1/2 ounce of vodka and add that 1/2 ounce of triple sec. Really is probably what I would do. Try both. See what I like better. Shaken. Shaken will get you more water into the drink, right? Because it's creating more friction, melting more ice into your drink, right? Stirred is not going to get quite as much water into your drink. but it might not be quite as frosty cold as you like it. So that's, you know. Shaken also gives you a little bit of air, but generally with those kinds of drinks, there's not like bubbles in it. Like, doesn't lighten it up? Question mark. That's not a thing, right? So you just, that's not. It's not like like an egg white or something that has that, you know, has the capability of kind of thickening up because of its liquor. It's just straight liquor. Just, that's just not a thing. Oh, our next martini is a chocolate martini. So instead of using the sour apple pucker, we're gonna use creme de cacao. Creme de cacao. Saying that is a whole thing. I'm down with the words though. Maybe I just turned it down for there. No. Chocolate martini. And then we're gonna do this too, right here, also shaken. Oh, it didn't like the space there. Interesting. One ounce of dark creme de cacao, or alternately, you can use the Godiva chocolate liqueur. And a half an ounce of triple sec is always optional. And these do not get garnishes, unless, I mean, if you're a place that has apples and stuff, you're going to use apples for your garnish. The chocolate martini, if you've got like a little shaving of chocolate or whatever, if they're gonna, that's the whole thing. The chocolate martini sometimes has like a syrup on the glass or whatever. So those are the garnishes, but those are all determined by the establishment that you're in, like which bar you're at. So that's gonna be different everywhere. So I'm not even bothering with like the garnish text here. So then we're gonna do a lemon drop. Chagras is in his happy place with these martinis, yo. Oh my gosh, a lemon drop martini is a thing. Is 2 lemon? I don't know. It's fine. I'll drink one. I mean, if it was put in front of me, I wouldn't turn it away. I will say. We're gonna use a lemon vodka. So for the top shelf, we'll go. Hold on. We'll yeah, because there's like a top shelf version of the lemon drop martini. I think it's this one. Yeah. Oh no, it's the next one. Never mind. You can do a top shelf version, so it's going to be like absolute citron lemon. And then it'll be Cointreau instead of triple sec. And it will be, you're still going to have to do a sour mix, but you're going to want to have like a fresh lemon lime mix for it, right? So to make like a really high end, or a higher end lemon drop martini. And this we're going to sugar the rim of the glass because we like that. And there is another drink that can be made that is similar, but instead of the lemon vodka, we're going to use cognac to make a sidecar. Or vodka. I guess I should just say vodka, because it could be just vodka. Lemon drop sounds like something you like, Chagras. Oh, definitely. Definitely Chagras would like a lemon drop. I'm actually down. Okay, to fancy martinis. Yeah. Yeah, you would like it. Especially with the sugar on the rim. Like, you can't go wrong. when you have a drink like that with sugar. Because of the lemon, how tart it is, that's why the sugar is there on that one. That's why the others don't get that. And the next one is possibly the most famous of all, outside of the classic Martini, or Cosmopolitan. The Cosmo is made with vodka and triple sec and lime juice and cranberry, a splash of cranberry. And we do have a premium version of that as well. We will jot down here. That is made with call drinks instead of well drinks. So we're gonna do this in a shaker and a chilled martini glass. Yeah, the cranberry in the Cosmo. This is what makes it, gives it that lovely pink color. Our orange liqueur, triple sec, a 1/4 ounce of lime juice, and a splash of cranberry. Or premium, I'll just do this, would be 1 ounce of Absolute Citron. This is typically what bars prefer to serve because it tastes better in general, but it will cost more because these are more expensive liquors they're using in it. And another, again, a splash of cranberry. So that Cointreau, that 1/2 ounce of Cointreau is going to equal out to be the equivalent of this 1/4 ounce of triple second lime juice because it's a nicer liqueur essentially. So we're just gonna skip the lime in this one. And then we will garnish with a lemon twist for both of them. And Cosmos are delicious. I agree. I think they're pretty good. I've named it just Cosmopolitan because it's pink. Yeah, this is the famous Cosmo. Yes. Grasshoppers are also delicious. I haven't technically learned that one yet. Isn't that like a mint drink? I do not like mint in my drinks. I don't know. I'll take that back. I don't like the mint liqueur, right? Having like mint leaf in my drink doesn't bother me as much, depending on how terribly it's used. But that one, you know, that's a thing. All right, so that is those. Let's see, what is this? Did we do this already? We did that. We did that. Did we do all of things? Hold on. What is this? Oh yeah, I think we did them all. Wait, did we do them all? One. Oh yeah, I don't have as many as I thought because I made some of them into 1 card instead of 3 cards. Because they're literally just like a 1/2 ounce difference on some things. So, so we're up to 25 cocktails right now. That's all of the actual physical cards I've made, but there are a whole lot more. So once we started class yesterday, we started doing some of the more tropical fruity drinks. Shagraz, I believe you're gonna like some of these too. Actually, I don't know. Some of these are a little hard hitting, actually. One of my favorites, I gotta figure it out here. That's not that. I don't know which page it's on. Oh, there they are. I saw it. This one. We did those. All right. So the ones that we're gonna get tested on here are a Mai Tai, a Zombie, a Blue Hawaiian, and a Pina Colada. The Mai Tai Chagras you might like, depending on who makes it. You're not gonna like a Zombie. You will like a Blue Hawaiian. It's gonna be very sweet. And a Pina Colada if you like coconut. Sorry if that was very loud. So I'm gonna start with a Mai Tai. I do love a good Mai Tai for a minute in my life. Mai Tai was my go-to drink every time I saw it on menu because it's pretty safe. It's wildly different in recipe from one place to another, but it is definitely like it's definitely a. Did I put that on there? I don't know. It's like a nice tropical drink. It's a little bit fruity. It's when you start graduating from really fruity and sweet to a little tiny bit less sweet, you're gonna go into like Mai Tai territory. Rum runners too. I love rum runners. Oh, okay. So these are drinks that you build. So this means that we're gonna put it in a glass. We're gonna get a glass. We're gonna put ice in the glass, and then we're gonna pour the liquor right into it, and then serve it as is. In some cases, they make it so that it's layered, so you can see the different liquors, the different colors, to get to the top of the glass. But you always want to stir it because otherwise you're going to be drinking straight liquor that's sitting on the bottom of your glass, or when you get to the top, vice versa. Lots of times they do have a float, like a Mai Tai does a float of Myers rum on top. I only like pina coladas when they're in that song. I am with you, Bo. I appreciate them the most when that song is playing and no other time. Cheers. I don't like coconut either, Sugars. It's just one of those things, right? It's nice to find a couple of people that don't like coconut. I feel like there are not a lot of. I feel like that's not a popular opinion as liking coconut is in general. I feel like everybody likes coconut. I don't like coconut though, so how you do. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's tropical drinks are also served in a whole bunch of different kinds of glasses. You can do hurricane glasses, which I can actually show you. Actually, I was gonna grab a candy bar because I need a nosh. So give me 2 seconds and I'll grab a hurricane glass and show you what it is in case you don't already know what it is. I'll be right back. Here is a hurricane glass. I've acquired these because I like to eat at Hard Rock Cafe sometimes. They're Hard Rock Cafe hurricanes. If you buy the drink in the glass, you get the glass, right? So it's the fun tropical fruity, like shaped like it's got like a pear shape. And you have like all the like little umbrella and like straw and like some pineapple sticking out the top or something like that. Pineapple is the best. Well, one time I just ordered a huge handle of Malibu. It snuck up on me, that little fucker. Oh my god. Shagraz taking down a handle of Malibu. Malibu rum. That is quite... I have to say, though, I've done... between a friend and I, we drank a whole bottle of mint schnapps. Because we were doing peppermint patties. Which is... You take chocolate syrup and you just squirt some chocolate syrup in your mouth, and then you like put a bunch of mint schnapps and you shake it. You shake it together in your mouth. I really feel like there's probably like a literal version of that you don't do that, but why it wouldn't be as fun. Like, that's the whole point of that drink. Malibu, I think vodka was all we had, and no one wanted the Malibu, so I was like, fine, I'll drink it. Oh, Shagraz. That's real bad. Nobody else there wanted it. That's terrible. Me and this girl were taking shots of that Malibu all night long. Hey, that's a good night though. I'm sure you had fun. That's the whole point. Yeah, it was fun. That's right. That's what it's all about. Hanging out and having fun. I'm gonna nosh a little bit on a candy bar. Forgive me. Cause I'm gonna eat dinner after the stream. Okay. I've still got a bunch of drink to go, so. So a Mai Tai is a really lovely tropical drink, in my opinion. It has a little bit of spice and seasoning feeling in it. It can be it's very liquor forward. I'm making a mess. Alright. Really smart idea to eat a candy bar like that on stream. Caramel, like making your teeth stick together. It's good. Alright. Although with the whiskey, probably should just drink water when it's Caramel isn't my favorite thing in the world, Vinyl. I grew up in the land of like caramel corn, like popcorn coated in caramel and like stuff like that. And I never really liked it that much. I enjoy it in a candy bar or, you know, like a piece of chocolate with caramel in it. I don't like a ton of it though. It's sweet things, man. Turns out. Right. I mean, I get that. We just had so much of that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the reason why I never liked it that much. Candy corn sucks so bad. Yeah. I mean, why? I'm with you guys. So we will build in a highball. Glass. Because there's literally a million. I've had Mai Tais in like mugs, in those like little tiki cups and stuff like that. Whatever the place does. Why is it so iconic to fall? Right. Just gross. Yeah. Pumpkin spice lattes is a whole thing, and that's just because it's just a bunch of fucking seasoning. Like it's a bunch of spices like cinnamon and nutmeg, and clove, and stuff like that. They put into like a syrup. That's all it is. There's actually usually no pumpkin actually in any of that stuff. So like. Yeah, I don't get it. So this recipe calls for 1 ounce of creme de noix, but it is not something that is commonly found. I'm not even actually sure. Hold on, let's look that one up. Oh, it's creme de noix. Yeah, okay. So this is, I'll pull this over here. An almond flavored creme liqueur. So it was made from apricot kernels or the kernels of peach or cherry pits, which provided almond-like flavor. Both. Wow, that's interesting. That's why it's so good though. Okay. So if you can get that stuff, that's what you're using in a Mai Tai. But if you don't, and this is what the lesson I've learned is, use a 1/2 ounce of Grenadine and a 1/2 ounce of Amaretto in place of that. I guess I should capitalize the grenadine too. And then you're going to use an ounce of light rum. Which is the youngest rum, usually used in cocktails. Golden rum is good to sip. And then you get darker rums, spiced rums, like we were talking about the Kraken earlier. I love pumpkin pie, but the spices in coffee is just yucky to me. I'm with you, Vinyl. Actually, have you had pumpkin ice cream? Thierry and I went to LA for her birthday last week, and we went to the LA Farmers Market and walked around a bit. And there was an ice cream stand there that I had gone to, probably 13 or so years ago. Maybe 12 or 13 years ago. But I remember seeing that they had back then pumpkin ice cream because I love pumpkin ice cream. And so I got it then. And then this year when we went last week, I got to have the very first scoop of pumpkin ice cream for the season because they weren't even releasing it until the weekend, but we were there and he had just finished making it like the day before. So I was like, oh, I got the first scoop of the LA Farmer Market pumpkin ice cream, man. I don't even know what that place is called. I feel bad about that, but pumpkin ice cream is so good. So good. There is a farmer's market in LA, Chagras. It's where the, there's like a shopping complex there too. And I can't remember what it's called. Right next to it. I think the problem is that coffee is just yucky. Oh, Bo. We like coffee. Hi, Meridius. What's going on, my friend? Welcome, welcome. What town is this? Downtown. Yeah. It's like, I want to say 10 or 15 minutes south of Culver City. Just Google the LA Farmers Market, yo. It's like the one. It's great, though. It's expensive. It's like right outside of Beverly Hills, so it's like real expensive. I guess that's not right outside of Beverly Hills. It's a little south of Beverly Hills, but still, it's not far. There's a homemade ice cream parlor one town over from where my parents lived, and they have an apple pie ice cream with real chunks in it and a roasted marshmallow ice cream. Those sound delicious, Bo. Holy cow. I bet those are freaking amazing. And together they're amazing? Yes. Oh my gosh. That apple pie one sounds to die for with chunks. Oh my god. That would be so good. I'm with you. I'm with that right there. Then we have orange juice. And we don't have amounts on these. Essentially, you just eyeball how much goes in. Sour mix. The sour mix is floated. And then you also do a float of Myers. Float. And then we garnish with a flag, which is gonna be a cherry, or actually, yeah, cherry, orange, pineapple, whatever, what have you. Okay. Again, changes by the bar. Okay, so then we're gonna move on to a zombie. Zombie is one of my favorite drinks. A zombie is what you drink when you want to just get wasted. Or when you just really want a strong-ass drink. A zombie is really good for that. It is light rum, dark rum, 151 float if place has it. Sour mix, grenadine, and garnish. It is super, super strong. Every zombie I've ever had has kicked me in the face the minute that I've started drinking it. I personally enjoy that. The kick gets softer after the first couple of sips. It's beautiful. 151. Is it rum? No, vodka. 151 is rum. You guys have me. It's vodka, right? Yes. Oh no, Bacardi rum. It is rum. Haha. All right, I knew that. It's a tropical drink. Rum is in tropical drinks. So I gotta stop second guessing myself, guys. Pineapple juice, Malibu, Caribou, get them all numb. Make baby girl come out of her shell and raise hell, don't stop till the cops come. Called Caribou Lou. Caribou Lou? I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds like a fun song. I don't know anything about it though. So a zombie, I really love a zombie. So we build a zombie. Again, we're gonna do this. So we fill our highball with ice. If we're building it, or we're rolling it. We're gonna build it in the glass. Rolling it means that you build it in the glass and then you take your shaker glass or whatever thing you have, and you pour it into that, and then you pour it back into the glass just to give it mix. It's real quick and easy instead of shaking the whole thing. So, but a zombie we're building. We're not rolling. And we are gonna do 1 ounce each, light and dark rum, or a Jamaican and a gold rum. This can be. We're gonna actually do that because I think that's what she wants me to answer on the quiz, on the test. So those are going to be kind of a nicer version. So instead of using a light and a dark from your well, or a light from your well, I think the dark rums are, there's no dark rum in the well usually, because they use it for the cocktails, right? So the dark rums are generally not in there. And we're going to do a 1/2 ounce, 151 float on top. But we're not going to do that yet. Hold on a minute, because that's the float. So we're going to do fill with sour mix. And then and a 1/2 ounce of grenadine. You know what? Actually, the grenadine should be floated too. So that's what we're gonna roll it. No, wait, this is a build. So this is right, grenadine and then 151. This is how it goes. Is it 1/2 ounce each? Yeah. Right. So lots of things getting down into the zombie here. And then we're gonna garnish with a cherry and an orange. And if you do it, if you do it with in this place in Seattle, there's this place called Vaughn's, right on the main street by Pike Place. It's like Vaughn's 1001 Spirits or something like that. They serve their zombies with a sparkler in the glass. It has like a grass skirt around the outside of the glass and a sparkler sticking in it. So when it comes to the table, it's like everywhere. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that experience. Had them a couple with my girl Bacara while we were there together. You know, that kind of... I like a zombie. But like I said, don't get a zombie unless you're ready for a kick in the face. If you add to a zombie a pineapple and orange juice, it is called Planter's Punch. Everything in Seattle closes at 5 p.m. It makes no goddamn sense. I know. That is a thing, Chagraz. I feel like Vaughn's was... Like, the actual Pike Place does close at 5. the market. But the restaurants outside usually are open till at least 9, I think, in that area, usually. But I'm with you. I don't really understand the early closing thing. It doesn't really. I don't get it. I'm a night person. Add pineapple and orange juices. All right, and then and then there's other things you can use. Orgeat and falernum. Our instructor said that this is basically a rum Long Island, which, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, we thought to do a little shopping and grab food. Food is good. Food is wonderful. All right, so a Blue Hawaiian is the next on the list. But couldn't shop because it was closed. That's right. Freaking Seattle. It was very sad. I hear you. I need to like just let this formatting go, but I'm already on 28 doing it like this. I don't know. Blue Hawaiian is a rolled drink, so we're gonna build it in a highball glass and then roll it. So what we're gonna do is put this here. And it is a 3/4 ounce light rum, typically Bacardi, and 3/4 ounce dark rum, typically Myers, and I'm looking at the wrong drink. This is not right. This is not right. This is the wrong drink. 3/4 ounce coconut rum, again with this coconut crap. So Malibu. And then 3/4 ounce blue curacao, which is too fucking sweet in my opinion. That will definitely put a drink on my probably not gonna order list for me because it's just too sweet. Sour mix to fill. And pineapple juice. I'm gonna put the pineapple juice before the sour mix because I feel like it's more important, but and then we're going to garnish again with like a cherry and an orange slice. Blue Hawaiian. Blew my drink up, please. Yeah, how dare you, Butter. Wait. All we got was spicy pickled asparagus, which was actually so good. That sounds great, actually. Worth it, for sure. Come on, blue curacao is just so sweet. Chagras. It's so sweet. I can make you a mermaid mimosa then, Chagras, if you like the blue curacao. Just like you. Aww. If you like pina coladas. We're up to the pina colada, folks. We have made it to blended drink hell. As a bartender, blended drinks. Yeah. Generally, you don't have the capacity to make more than 1 or 2 at a time because they have small blenders behind bars because they're not often used drinks. Unless it's like a mix or something. I guess if you're looking at a pina colada that's coming out of a machine, that's one thing. But if you have a bartender that has no obvious mixes for that kind of thing, sometimes there is a premix of like pina coladas and Blue Hawaiians and stuff like that at a bars that they just like dump into a thing, add a couple of garnishes, voila. But in general, when a bartender has to actually get out a fucking blender to make your drink, they're probably not thanking you. I will give you that much information. Especially if it's on a busy night. If it's not a busy night, you know, but because there's a whole lot of maintenance that goes with that. No bueno. Just say no. Get it on the rocks instead. I like mermaids and mimosas. Make mermaids manatees again. Bo, yes. Oh, hashtag make mermaids manatees again. What a trip. That is amazing. I love that that's a thing. A Bellini is not considered a blended drink because a puree is used. Like, it's already mixed, like, made puree. Not considered blended. Don't worry about that. You can get that puree in like a bottle or a can or something like that. So, Mild Jackalope, I'm here to state that the Dirty Girl Scout is the best shot or mixed drink. And chew bubblegum. I'm all out of bubblegum. Let me find a Dirty Girl Scout here. If it's in here. I don't know for sure. So it's a shot. It's a shooter. Do I have that one in here? There are like millions of shooters, so I might not have that many. Oh, there's all the finance stuff. I might not have that one. Oh, a flaming orgasm though, apparently. Dirty Girl Scout. Do we have... Oh, a Girl Scout cookie. We've got Girl Scout cookie, but we don't have Dirty Girl Scout. Girl Scout cookie is Bailey's Kahlua and Rumplemint. Rumplemints. That's a mint, right? Like, that's a mint liquor, right? Flaming orgasm. Yeah, Vinyl, let's talk about that. It's Kahlua. Galliano, which we were talking about earlier, is that Italian liqueur. And 151 lit on fire. It's probably not bad. Actually, I would do it. It is very minty. Yeah, okay. That's probably what it is. I wonder what makes it dirty though. So it's Bailey's Kahlua Rumplemints. There's got to be something that makes it dirty. So why? Because that's just a Girl Scout cookie. But I don't know. Maybe that's just a variation on it. I wonder though. Bailey's Kahlua, what would make that dirty? Maybe you add Coke to it or something like that, like a cola product. Sometimes with shooters like that. Or what would make it more disgusting? I don't know. My father loves telling a story where he asked for a slow, comfortable screw up against a wall and the bartender slapped him. He got drinks free that night. That's funny, but a slow, comfortable screw is an actual thing. And up against a wall, I'm not sure that reference, but that's maybe the reason why he got slapped. It's slow gin, SoCo, orange juice, right? Slow, comfortable screw. It's like a screwdriver with slow gin and SoCo. That's why I asked for it. Right. No, I don't know the up against a wall thing. We know like the back and stuff like that. Is it that is up against the wall with a back? Question mark? I need to like, I'm gonna look this up now too. Refers to a drink with Galliano in it because the bottle is always up against the wall or shelves. Okay, so it's okay, I understand. It's Galliano. So that's right. Chagra's got there first. Interesting. Comfortable screw. So that's gonna be slow gin, SoCo, Galliano up against the wall. I'm sorry. Slow gin, SoCo, vodka? Would you do that? Or is it orange juice to make it the screwdriver part? Because there's a vodka in a screwdriver, but you wouldn't want to do that if you use the slow gin, right? So that's why it's slow. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to find this. I'm just gonna look it up, actually. I really love this. Slow gin, SoCo, orange juice, vodka. It does have the vodka too. Listen, I'm proud of myself for that because I knew what that was without looking it up. And the Galliano. That's amazing. And orange creamsicle does sound like that. That sounds pretty fucking good to me, actually. Yeah. I'm sure it's delicious. Yeah. That's really cool. I like that, Bo. It is funny, though. They got drinks free that night. That's... Oh, man. Listen. When people come to my bar, I make them what they order. That's gonna be a thing. Pina colada. Back on the slow road on air. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and we are going to shake it. So we're gonna build it in a highball glass and then shake. We're gonna just copy this and replace rolled with shake. Pina colada, prefer if shake or blended, which is actually the more typically used one, probably, because pina coladas. Oh, but you better tip well is all I'm saying. If you order this drink from a bartender that's busy, you better tip well. Half ounce of coconut syrup. Pineapple juice, 2 ounces. And a pineapple garnish. Okay. Like I said, most bars will use a premix. Oh, and we have another bonus drink here. A Chi-Chi, apparently, is a pina colada made with vodka. Yay, through that drink. That section, man. That's really good. Is that all of the ones that I've learned so far? There's more that I can put in the thing, though. I should probably just put these all in here because I need to know them all. A Bahama Mama, a Rum Runner, a Hurricane. Those are things I'm gonna need to know in the outside world because I myself have ordered a Rum Runner on multiple occasions and the bartender had no fucking idea what it was, which is fine because not many people probably order that drink at rando bars. And in general, the bar has to have a really good selection of liquor in order to have all of the things that you need for a typical rum runner. But I'm okay with most bars just dumping a bunch of rums in a glass, even if, or as long as they're not using the coconut rum, rum and like liqueurs. So let's just do the rum runner right now because that's my it's generally pretty delicious, if you ask me. I imagine we're going to roll a rum runner. So we're going to do... Yeah. We haven't actually covered this drink in class, but... Again, with the playlist ending too short. Let's see... See where this goes. It's crazy because pina colada seems like such a common drink. I never would have guessed that bartenders hate making it. Yeah, I mean, generally, if it's like I said, if it's coming out of a machine back there, no big deal. But like if they have to pull out a blender to make it, then they also have to clean that blender like almost immediately as soon as they make it, because usually whoever's drinking it, they're gonna have one, maybe two. But if there's like a million people ordering pina coladas and you have a blender that can make two at a time, you can see why that would be like a whole thing. They don't have someone, they have to clean it? No. Bartenders have to keep their station, and you've never seen a bartender pulling glasses out of the dishwasher or, you know, cleaning up back there? That's what they do. They don't have someone for that. Chagras. It's just a whole process. I don't go to a lot of bars. It's okay. I get it. But no, that is all on the bartender. So, yeah. Especially don't do it on a busy night. Like I said, if they're not so busy, all right, they're still not going to like it, but it's not as bad. But if they have to make like 60 drinks and 2 or 3 of them are those, they're going to be so mad. Like, that puts such a wrench, just throws such a wrench in like the rhythm of like pouring drinks and stuff. And our teacher has been trying to teach us how to like, you get 3 drink orders in, and you look at the common ingredients and you grab those things and you do them like all at once in all of the glasses, and then you like go through and do the rest of it. Like if there's vodka in all of these drinks, I'm gonna pour the vodka in all of the drinks first, and then I'm gonna go through and add whatever ingredients that make those drinks unique from each other. You don't want to bruise the liquid, or the liquor, then you get like another glass out without ice in it. You make sure that it's not sitting in ice while you're making other drinks and stuff like that, but your vodka's already pre-poured then. You don't have to worry about picking that bottle up again. Stuff like that, because you got to do it fast. If you're on a busy night at the bar, you don't have time to be picking up the same bottle 6 times in like a 3-minute time span, right? So a rum runner is going to be 3/4 ounces of a banana liqueur, or banana rum, maybe. 3/4 ounces blackberry brandy. See, this is why you can't find a rum runner at most bars that are like just small, like hole in the walls, or, you know, like what we call dive bars, right? They're not gonna have all of this stuff to make this, so just order rum and coke and be happy. Time for bed, Bo. Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. And then we do light rum. Bacardi, usually. And then we'll do orange juice, sour mix, a 1/2 ounce of grenadine. That's gonna be a float probably, because we're gonna want to make it look pretty at the end of the day. So we're gonna roll it, and then we're gonna do that grenadine float just to have that lovely color in it. And then we're gonna garnish again with multiple garnishes, probably cherry and orange. Just because those are the typical ones. And then if you're sitting with me at the table when a drink comes with a cherry garnish in it, you get to eat my cherry if you like them. All right. So that was our rum runner. We're gonna do a Bahama Mama. What did you just hear? I was just saying that if you go to a bar with me and there's a cherry in my drink, you'll get to eat my cherry if you like them. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I don't like cherries. So again, I'm gonna say a Bahama Mama is going to be rolled again. Because that's one of those that seems like it to me. That's how I do. This one is in, okay, I see why. Okay, so a Bahama Mama was actually my first legal drink. When I turned 21, my then fiance took me to an Applebee's for dinner. And they ordered me a Bahama Mama, which, because I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted for my first legal drink, when they were like convinced that I would really like that one. And it turns out I hated it. And my 21st birthday was kind of a flop. But I've more than made up for it since. So I don't like Bahama Mamas, but to each their own. If you like a Bahama Mama, I will make it for you. Again with the coconut rum, though. And then we're going to roll it here, and we're going to float that 151 on top of that one again. And we're going to garnish again with whatever fruit your bar wants you to garnish it with, right? Okay. All right, a hurricane. That's the guy that goes in this glass. I love cherries. Oh, good. Well, then I'm glad we can be mutually beneficial to each other in that way. You can have all my cherries. Again, we're going to build in a glass, and we're going to roll a hurricane. I think this might not be quite right. I might need to do a shake or whatever, but I really feel like these drinks are all about the same in terms of just rolling them back and forth, because they just need a quick mix. They don't need anything crazy. There's no real good reason to shake. There's too much liquor in a shake to put in a shaker, really, so we're not going to shake it. In fact, I will say with some certainty that shaking this drink is just dumb. So probably not going to do that. Yummy. Okay, so a hurricane is very close to all of these other ones. Oops. We've got 3/4 ounce of, this is where it's very close to a Blue Hawaii, actually. Generally Bacardi. Am I spelling that right? It's 1C. I don't fucking know. All right. 3/4 ounces of dark rum. Typically Myers. 3/4 ounces of blue curacao. Oh no, wait. That's wrong. We did that one a minute ago. These drinks are the same until you get down to... Holy cow, a hurricane is 3/4 ounce of 151? So... there you go. That's crazy. Orange juice. And pineapple juice to fill. And then I'm going to roll that. And I'm going to put 1/2 ounce Grenadine as a float. And again... garnish with a cherry, an orange slice, or a pineapple if we've got, but not every bar has slices of pineapples to do their garnish with. 151 is so gross, and the actual worst thing. Well, I mean, it is 75% alcohol. The ABV is so high. There's a reason why you don't like it. It will light you on fire. That's why you don't just drink one. If you're drinking 151 or Everclear, like those, you got some fucking, like, whew, your liver is strong. Those are rough, man. It goes good. It goes good, leader. The studying goes good. How are you? I think we're doing pretty great, actually. Did we do these ones? Oh, we didn't do these ones. Okay. The aperitif and brunch drinks. Here's your Bellini vinyl. Coming up here. Peach puree. Peach puree. Not mango puree. I think it can be other purees. Peach. Maybe it's different depending on the place you go to. Peach puree for a typical. I was wrong at that one. We are talking about 151 and cherries. That's correct. Leader, are you aware of 151? Do you know what that is? I feel like you probably do. It is a 75% ABV rum. So it's like all alcohol. It's super strong. Yeah, super, super strong. Like that orgasm drink. The orgasm, what was it called? The Flaming Orgasm. That one has a float of 151 that you then light on fire because there's so much fucking liquor in it. Oh, look, there's lesson reviews back here. Oh, and then there's the layered chops. Oh, the slippery nipple, and the buttery nipple, and the blowjob, and the deep throat, and the cum shot, and the flaming orgasm, and the flaming hooker. And we don't call that anymore. And well, those are the most fun names right there. Leader. I just had a string of... Listen, these are all names of shots that you can get at the bar. I like a redheaded slut. That's a shooter, apparently. I like a redheaded slut. Even if it's not a shooter. But in general, yeah, these are all shots. The Bellini you have is peach. I think that I probably have seen like mango Bellinis, right? You know what I mean? But you're right. Bellini is peach in general. I'm sorry, I'm doing some stretches, but I can still hear you. I'm just gonna be slow to respond, maybe. No problem, Vinyl. I'm gonna have to memorize all of these though. They're every single one of these. All right, let's go through them. But why not? If we start them now, we'll be better prepared later, right? A slippery nipple is Bailey's and Sambuca. Oh God. Can we just? Oh, just for edification that I know what I'm talking about here. Let's see. Sambuca. An Italian anise flavor. That's why. I cannot stand. Sambuca is licorice. It tastes like black licorice. Anise is that black licorice flavor. And I hate that flavor. Like, whoa. I don't like fennel. I don't like... Sometimes if fennel is used subtly in a dish, I don't mind it. I don't like fennel seeds in sausage, like the Italian sausage. Get out of here with it. No, I don't like that flavor. Anise is terrible to me. That's one really like hard, decisive one that I'm like, sorry. I won't. Hey, Adrian! Yo, what's up, my friend? Welcome. Thank you so much for that raid. What's going on? Oh, what is happening? Thank you so much, for doing that shout out. Call of Duty, yeah. Quick, repeat those great cocktail names. You mean all of the layered shots? Actually, let's go with the shooters first, and then we'll do the layered shots. We're talking about making cocktails because I'm taking a bartending class, and I'm studying, and because I have to memorize like a billion drinks. I require peach Bellini at your earliest convenience, please. Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a good choice, right? Peach Bellinis are freaking great. They're so yummy. How can you go wrong? It's sweet but bubbly and just, it tastes like peach in a glass. Why not? I love peaches too. Let's see. Alien Secretion. There's a shooter called Alien Secretion, guys. And it's just super sweet. It's got the coconut rum in it, though. It's Malibu, Midori, and pineapple. Midori is a melon flavored liquor. Secretions. Curious secretions. So... let's see. We have a Beetlejuice. Hold on. Speaking of drinks, I need more. Wow, some of these really probably are not things that we're gonna say. At least I won't say as a bartender in my bars because some of them are really awful. Like a car bomb's traditional name is really terrible, right? Like, so we don't do that anymore. We're better than we used to be. Let's talk about, though, earlier, the Girl Scout, the Girl Scout cookie, the Dirty Girl Scout was mentioned. The Hawaiian hooker is here. I don't know if that's melon balls. Ooh, I like melon balls. Mongolian motherfucker. Apparently, that looks like a painful shot. All right, let's get out what's in this Mongolian motherfucker. And I apologize if that's racist. And if it is, somebody please tell me. Or something. And I will stop saying it like that and we will find a new name. But it is... Who the hell made these, right? But listen to the list that's in this. Vodka, gin, rum, 151, SoCo, slow gin, triple sec, grenadine, OJ cranberry juice. All of those things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things in a shooter. A shooter. Some bartender needs to put 10 fucking things into their mixing glass. And then pour it into a shooter. Which is like 3 ounces or something like that. Like, it's not a lot. It's less than that, probably. What? Right? That was a lot of words for liver poisoning. I am with you. Let's see, what else do we have? Liquid cocaine. Jägermeister 151 and Rumble Mints, which is a mint. So that's going to be Jaeger and mint. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. That seems a little scary to me. And then add the 151, which is like straight up fire. So, wow. Nuts and berries. Getting there. Chambord, Frangelico, and cream. That's probably not terrible, actually. Nuts and berries. Sex with an alligator. Midori, Jaeger, Chambord, sour mix, and pineapple juice. Surfers on acid. Jägermeister, Malibu, and pineapple. Have you ever heard of rum and milk? Rum and milk isn't like... I want to say yes, but I think that I might have something. In my head that's not actually true. Yeah, okay. Rum and milk. Yeah, I've heard of that, though. I mean, that's, like, not worse than some of the other things we've heard of here, right? I don't know. Is there a name for that? That I'm missing? Am I missing a drink? And then those, the fun ones that Leader was referencing are the layered shots. The slippery nipple, the buttery nipple, the blowjob, the deep throat, the cum shot, flaming hooker, flaming orgasm. Yeah. People love sex and liquor. What can I say? I feel like that's really the lesson of the day here. Oh my goodness. How What are we doing over here? Did we start anything new? We didn't. Okay. I think probably. I think probably it's 9:30. I'm starting to get hungry, y'all. I need to eat something. It's not particularly something that is a big thing, but I've hypothetically seen it made, and I heard that it tasted like coffee. Oh yeah, rum and milk? Yeah. If you had the right, there are probably, you know, yeah, that makes sense to me, actually, that it would taste like that. White Russians? Yeah, I can make you a White Russian. Are you, Adrian? That's been on my speed test. Today I did that, actually. My wife hates me for it, but it's the truth. I can't say that I blame her. Listen, White Russians are up our list here. Up in here. There we go. Vodka, Kahlua, and cream, and it's a very kinky cuck. I was gonna say cunt, but it came out cuck, so I guess that's... So that's officially now what it's gonna be in my head because it just came out that way. That was probably a Freudian slip. Theater. These are the acronyms we're using to remember what liquors to make these drinks here. They're, you know, it's fine. I don't have acronyms for all of them though because it's some of them. There are acronyms for more that I have missed. I need to go over them with my instructor. But these are the ones. She's drifting in the endless abyss known as the sauce. Listen, I actually am not. I've been sipping on whiskey all night, but I've only had a couple of fingers, so. Of whiskey. That's how you measure whiskey. By fingers. It's true. Let's see. What are we doing right now? I am going to come here. Oh. I'm so hungry, you guys. Let's drop a raid on. Do we want to do Hotline Huervo? We got Goose Brigader is also playing Valorant. I don't know, do you guys have anybody a very kinky watch? Oh, a hotline raid. Let's do a hotline raid. I'm so hungry, guys. Leader, I'm so sorry. I really, you know what? If I had eaten something before the stream, I could probably go longer. There's plenty more drinks. There will be more of this because I've got a week in which to learn all the rest of the things in this book that we didn't even touch tonight, which is a lot. And be able to competently make them within minutes of being called out. So that is a thing. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out. Let's do this. /raid. Hotline Huervo. Hold on, I'm just gonna go over to their page real quick and get there so that the ad can run. All right, so you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope that we had a fun time and it was informational. We can go over more of the facts and histories of how to make the liqueurs and why we use certain things, certain glasses for certain drinks, and our toolkit here. That is the bartender's toolkit. We can talk about that more next time. But there's definitely going to be a next time because I need to learn all of this stuff. Because I'm going to be existing in the real world doing this, and I really want to be a good bartender. So I'm going to do this again. But thank you so much for hanging out, you guys. I really, really had fun. I learned a ton. My retina is very kinky cuck. And there's a drink called a cum shot. It's a shooter. It's a shot. So, but that's a cuck. Cuck. It came out cuck. It came out cuck. Chagras. So, it's a very kinky cuck. Which makes sense, really. It could be cock, but I think it makes more sense if it's a cuck. Anyway, let's go say hi to Hotline. Let's get a raid message out there. Oh my gosh. Guys, let's do this. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope that you all have a lovely evening. I'm going to run out of time here before we get to it. So I love you all. Have a good night. Bye.